good, fellas?
Was
Pod
good.
world.
We was just talking
Chilling,
shit.
chilling. Yeah, we was.
We were just talking.
Like you always are. What
Right.
you mean?
Nah, actually, we weren't talking shit. We were speaking truth, which
I mean,
which
shit
very
and
much
truth
appeared to be
can be
true.
the same thing. You know, perception is reality, motherfucker.
First of
I'm
all,
dead.
I don't need you screaming in the mic.
Oh my bad.
I
I'm
Pause.
don't
sorry.
need you.
Is that good? I'm back here now.
Second, originally I was gonna come on this pod pause and say OZ can't speak for the first 20 minutes.
Uh
Hey, I made it. I came in
But
on time
after the
though.
events of last night, and no, I don't mean the Boston Celtics playing the Knicks.
Nigga said I don't need
I mean Derek showing up in my neighborhood,
one.
accompanied
oh,
Derek showed up.
showing
in
crazy,
company
God.
by nonetheless who
Queen
who
cakes.
who was in Derek's passenger seat, OZ the Don.
This guy.
No, it was how you
I
looked
I
at
I
me, though.
I
Excuse me,
assume
OZ the
I
Don is on the
assume
stand.
I assume it appeared to be queen cakes.
Queen King. That would be correct,
Queen
sir.
cakes.
That would be
Queen
correct.
Hicks.
That would be correct, sir. This stupid, yo.
Nah, I
Yeah.
was hyped when I seen all y'all niggas call me at that time though. I was lit.
Nah, it was cute. He was like, "Y'all got together without me."
I
That shit was
was I
cute.
was
I was
lit.
like,
I got
"Oh, OZ
I
wanted
was a
to be
little
part of
lit.
the gang."
A little.
Yeah, I was getting lit. That's why I
You
had to
had us
stop.
on the phone for at least 20 minutes repeating how this girl was had to go to the bathroom.
This girl had to go to the bathroom.
No, it wasn't the bathroom. What? That's not what I explained. I know I was saying it low because I wasn't even trying to
Nigga
hear,
was
but
drinking at the bar.
So she had to go to the bathroom.
no, that
And
wasn't
then
really
she
what I
had
was
to go to the
disappointed at.
bathroom. And then I sat down and she had to go to the bathroom. So then she went to the bathroom, but before she went to the bathroom, she had to go to the bathroom. So
Yo,
um
he said that shit 14 times. 14
Cause
times.
it was so loud. Like I
then
was
she came back.
outside.
It
Yeah,
took
but
45 minutes
I
to
gotta
say,
take
yo,
care of
you
it,
know that
bro.
she
This
threw
is what I
all the
gotta
shit on
do.
the ground.
I'm not gonna expose what happened.
I can't.
He said I'm not
Oh
Cause
gonna
yeah,
people
expose
that
what
was off the
happened.
pot.
because people listen to the pod, but that's why I can just say it to y'all. We're not podding right now.
I can't.
Right.
But I was a little bit
Smart,
disappointed,
smart,
but it's
smart.
okay.
You smart.
Niggas just gotta be dads nowadays.
I
Yeah,
cannot.
word. You gotta be
Tolerate
dead.
this.
Speaking of that, happy Mother's Day
Happy
to my
Mother's
Happy
Thank
Day.
Mother's
sister.
Day.
you.
Well, happy
Right.
Mother's Day, word facts.
I don't have the
Thank
Happy
you.
Mother's Day,
soundboard.
everybody.
It
I
was
don't have
kind
the
of weird to
soundboard.
say. It was kind of weird to say Happy Mother's Day to my little sister.
Oh
Aww.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it, bro.
Big
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy
brother.
but
Mother's Day to my mother. Happy birthday to everybody's mother here. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
to Micaela. Happy birthday. Happy Mother's Day. Fuck. And happy birthday to
And
you're
whoever's
not
a
the only
birthday it
heavenly
one
is
that
out
said
there.
that. So.
and a heavenly happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Word,
Right, right,
Aw.
right.
Big facts. Miss Brown.
word.
From the legendary Brown family.
Hey,
Hmm.
all the
And
Browns.
might I say happy Mother's Day to all the single fathers out there who play both roles.
That's a big
Say
fact.
that.
In
Say
light
that.
Because they do it on
of
Father's Day, so do it on Mother's Day.
these bum ass deadbeat
You know, I
mothers out
never
there.
heard that shit before.
You never heard
But I
that?
always hear. I always hear it when it's Father's
That's
That's
Day
what I'm
real
though.
though.
saying. That's why I said I respect it. You gotta give it up to the single fathers too. You know,
No,
they
but
be
when
out
it's
Nah.
here.
Father's Day, like most women make that shit known, or not women, but fathers. I mean, mothers. I'm sorry. They make that shit known, and the baby mama be like, "Yeah, Happy Father's Day to me too." Fuck
Right.
that nigga.
I'm more of a father than that nigga
Yo,
ever
they
was.
say happy Father's Day to the women before they say happy Father's Day in general.
Yeah, that's true.
Nigga, all you did was bust a nut. You ain't do shit.
Mhm.
Nah, that shit is real though. That being both mother and father, I'm taking Father's Day too. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I guess. But
Or
I'm not an actual father, but I play the role of one at times, more often than not. But my mother, she texted me and asked me was I podding today, and I was like, of course I'm podding. When would I not pod? I'm
Why she ask
dedicated.
you?
She was like, make sure we talk about the women today. So I
Um,
don't know. We got to bring up some women's.
Like a
Happy
segment,
Mother's Day.
a dedication, a woman's segment.
Yeah, I don't know. Play Dear Mama at the end of the fucking pod,
Play
I guess.
Dear Ma.
Or Hey Mama.
All right, yeah, one of
Or
them.
Hey Mama.
is this all the notes you have for today?
Yeah,
No.
He did. He was bullshitting. Did you notice what
we
time he
in and
put
out.
out the fucking notes,
We in and out like a
nigga?
robbery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
Pause.
we
But
freestyling.
yeah, for the most part. I mean, fucking Met Gala happened.
I saw a little piece of that. I saw some of the
Yeah,
outfits.
we saw a
The
little bit
outfits
of the
was
clips.
outfitting.
Yeah, saw the Pharrell shit you was showing me. I saw that.
That shit low key was fly. I ain't gonna hold you. The second
Yeah,
time I saw it, I was like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That shit was alright.
Well, if we're
damn.
gonna get into Met Gala,
All
then
right.
let's get into it. Pause. I ain't even fucking intro us today.
Yo,
All
you
right.
I'm
very
getting
Get on
on
your
prepared.
shit.
today. Ozzy
Well,
the Don is
I
here, fucking
was,
hungover as always. Michaela's here. Derek's here, old and determined.
Old and determined is
Old
crazy.
and determined is great. He make me sound like the little engine that could and shit.
No,
Yeah,
dead
happy,
so
ass.
happy,
we,
Chugga, chugga, chugga,
so we
happy,
chugga, chugga,
start,
happy
chugga, chugga.
Mother's Day, Michaela. That's my intro. I don't have a
so,
soundboard on me right now. I'm working on some things. I don't. I to be honest, I came in completely unprepared to this pod today. The first thing that Derek said yesterday when he saw me and Michaela, because you can't forget Michaela was with him in the car
I cannot.
in
And
secrecy
Michaela.
after
And
they went on
Michaela.
a little date in New Jersey.
This
Michaela,
nigga
Michaela, Michaela,
said in New
Michaela.
Jersey. This guy.
Um, the first thing they brought to my attention is, yo, you ain't do the notes today. And I said,
We
I
did.
know.
We did.
Hey,
You
that
made
just
up
means
with a piece of ass
What you
hey,
want
and
me to
couldn't
do?
fucking
hey,
do you the job.
hey.
mm,
Got
Right. Right.
a dedicated team.
Okay, look, last week I forgot.
He said, "Okay, look."
Last week I forgot to announce podcast of the month. Very fittingly.
Very fitting with this guy.
It was on purpose.
Gave you a little, I gave you a little more suspense to who it might
Okay,
be.
all right.
This guy's an
A little more
asshole.
speculation.
Speculation. I mean, it's,
It was a tight race, pause,
I know,
last month. It's a
super
very
tight.
tight race.
Ooh.
And somehow OZ at the right at the end started fucking just performing at a different level.
I know he came prepared
mm,
last week and shit.
I
Yeah,
didn't even see last week's pod. I ain't hear
but
it yet.
in light of him not seeing last week's pod,
Nah, I fucked up. I
it
snitched on
makes it
myself.
makes it makes it so much easier to announce that he is not the podcast of the month for the month of April.
Yo, you're an asshole.
It
He
makes
said
it
it makes
so
it
much
so much
easier.
easier.
It's
This nigga's a
crazy.
dickhead to
I have
So
announce.
been disqualified.
I've been
nah,
disqualified.
you
This
had a
nigga, bro.
nomination, but
You had a
you
nomination.
lost
Nomination.
like Nas all those years.
I'm
How I
crying.
get
Um,
a nomination? I ain't even
Like
nominated.
Nas all those years.
the podcast of the month because I don't have a soundboard
Oh
and you
man,
Okay.
already lost a week.
this nigga's lost.
Got you with the drum rolls.
Brrr, brrr.
Meow, 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 meow.
It's nice to give the flowers before they go.
Before they go is crazy. This nigga is dumb.
We don't know how much longer Derek Brown has on this earth, so we like to give
Fucking
him his
crying.
flowers today and
This
Might
nigga's
as
announce
well
a
do.
dickhead.
Derek Birdman Brown as the podcast of the month
Hey,
for
whoa,
those.
whoa,
Okay, okay, okay.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
meow,
okay.
meow, meow, meow.
Congrats, congrats. You see, that's how you
Little
show
old me.
love, all right? You don't just be like,
Thank you,
what's the
thank you. I appreciate
category?
No acceptance speech.
it. He
You don't
said
want to thank anybody.
that's how you show it.
Yeah, man. Any shout outs?
Not any shout outs. I hate this man.
Damn. Oh
Kid
yeah,
number
nah.
one,
Shout outs
number
to my
two,
co-podcasters. Shout outs
kid
to
number
the
three,
fans. to the subscribers.
kid
Nah,
Kendall,
number
nah,
He's
he
gonna
four.
hit
kept
it. He's
whispering
gonna
my
hit us.
this
name
nigga's a
underneath.
dickhead.
Michaela, Michaela, Michaela.
He's gonna he's gonna hit us with the Conor McGregor speech. I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart. I just like to thank
Absolutely no one.
absolutely fucking no one.
That was one of the greatest fucking speeches ever.
Yo, swear.
uh,
What was better,
Cause we
him
do
Myself.
what
saying
the
I
fuck
Conor?
we
get up
want.
every
Oh,
day and do
What
this
what
shit
what was
by
better, Conor
myself.
McGregor saying that or Kanye at the Grammys?
what with Taylor?
Disrespecting Taylor.
No, when he
What
said
Bush?
everybody wanted to know
Bush
what
don't
I would
like
do
black
if
people?
I didn't win.
Oh,
Oh
now
yeah, I
we'll never
remember that.
know.
I guess we'll
I
never know.
guess we'll never know. Yeah.
Boo, this man. It's like, nah.
Yeah, I
Nah, I
don't
like
mind.
Conor McGregor's enthusiasm in that one.
I like to
Yeah, he
apologize
had the
to
energy. Yeah,
absolutely no one.
Yeah, nigga,
absolutely
it's like
Nobody.
he
My
had people
fucking
like leaning
self.
in and shit. He probably had people leaning in, like getting up from
Yo,
the
first of
chair. Like,
all,
hold on, what
the
you about to say?
absolutely is crazy. Like,
nah.
absolutely nobody. Not even God.
The
You know,
double champ
everybody's
does what the
acceptance speech
fuck he
has God
wants.
in it.
Nah, it was because he went from humble and quiet to loud and ignorant in 2 seconds. Like that's what it was. It was just
Exactly,
like, I would
and that's
just
who
like
he
to thank
is.
absolutely nobody. My fucking self. The nigga started snapping like, oh, this nigga funny as
And
hell.
this might be a hot take,
It
but
was the
I
suspense.
think that's one of the greatest fucking intros of a
Speech.
song and
Yo, swear to
Yeah.
anywhere.
God.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the
Yeah.
one
That and the
Tory
way
Yeah.
the
Lanez one.
beat drop, nigga. Fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that shit
Let
was
me see.
hard.
Absolutely
I don't have the
my fucking
soundboard, so
self.
fuck this.
Absolutely nobody.
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, stupid again. Yeah, stupid again.
I'ma fuck two of her
Again.
friends.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm gonna go buttery up in the back in the throat again.
Hey, yo, funny story,
Hey.
yo.
I forgot the lyrics. I forgot, but I used to
That
fuck with
shit
that
was
song.
hard as fuck. I'm sorry.
Man, it just went from Met Gala to a quick Tory Lanez glaze. Pause.
Well, I don't got the soundboard, so I gotta get everybody excited.
Right.
This don't sound like facilitator of the pod behavior, and I want you to be held accountable for not having the soundboard last pod and this pod. Oh,
You're not getting off on the right foot to make a bid
You're
for
not getting off
podcaster of
on
the
the
month.
To
right
be
foot,
me.
nigga.
Kev, I've been told you fuck you. Okay, I was happy that I got the two back to back. You know what I'm saying, unless somebody else do that, then I'm gonna feel
And now you laying the
competitive.
foot off the gas. Now you falling
Yeah,
off.
you know, I'm still gonna be me though. I ain't changed from day one. Being podcaster of the month twice, you
It's
know,
kind of the problem.
I didn't do
She
anything.
talking her shit now.
Yeah, she chatting.
That's part of the
I,
problem.
I still come in here.
She talking her shit
I
now.
still, make sure I have comments and insightful
You know,
things to say.
one of the greatest things I ever heard was an NBA player talking about Russell Westbrook, saying, "Yo, he just be like a firecracker. He just talk mad shit the whole time. One time he was talking mad shit to me, and I was like, man, I don't care." And his ass said, "That's the problem."
I can't.
Man,
That's an old man fucking response
that's
too.
the problem. That's the problem.
Nah, you ever said to somebody like, "Oh, I'm trying to talk to you," like I'm listening. Are you listening? But you ain't hearing me though.
Yeah. Oh, you hearing me,
That's
but
that
you ain't
old man
listening.
fucking frustration coming out, nigga.
Listen, they ain't shit to talk about. Met Gala happened. I guess we'll talk a little bit about that. I watched Sinners last 2 nights ago.
Hey, we
Watched it
gonna talk
last
about that.
night.
The Celtics and Knicks series. Don't think we're not gonna get to that because
I
I'm
can't. Don't
that's
think we're not.
that's been at the top of my list this whole week. So
Top of my list.
we started with
Can
Met
we
Gala, so
talk
fuck it.
about?
Let's go with Met Gala.
Can we talk about it? All right.
You like Pharrell's Thousand Pearl shit.
Yo, that shit was low key fire, yo.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot. I like it.
I ain't gonna hold you because pearls are not. They're more feminine. So the
Yeah, and
fact that
at
he
first
made
I
it
was saying
masculine,
that too.
that shit was fire.
I was like, eh. But
Is
I
this like
fuck.
a y'all really watch this, or is this like something that
I
you see
didn't
on
watch that
TV?
shit. I saw that. I
It was like
saw.
they were showing like clips of
Yeah,
it on TV.
snippets.
It's like,
I think they
isn't this like,
stream it.
it's like I mean, I kind of know what Met Gala is, but isn't it like a fashionist show or something?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
It's a charity. It's a
All
charity event.
trends. It was trends.
But they play that shit for like a week straight. Motherfuckers really be worried about what niggas wear to the Met Gala. Like they want to know
Which
the
is retarded.
designer.
Yeah.
They want to
Yeah,
know how who custom made the shit, where the crystals come from. Bitch, I don't give
mhm.
a fuck.
Well, anybody in the industry is supposed to be at this event most of the time. Um,
I do
it's
not.
kind of like the
Forgot
Super
to get some.
Bowl. It's kind of like the Super Bowl of the entertainment industry
Right.
in a way, because and by Super Bowl I don't mean like, oh, it's the Grammys. I'm saying more of like there's a
It's
lot
really
of
about the fashion.
brands. there's a lot of brands here. There's
Yeah.
a lot of marketing dollars here. You kind of could tell who's who in the industry
Yo, I
just
feel
through
like
this
we just
event.
to the Met Gala though. Didn't they do like the flower theme and all that other shit that was last year? I feel like that shit just happened. It's so weird. Like this year went by fast as fuck.
Well, we talked about it last year, and I remember very vividly talking about Tyler's dress last year. She wore some sand kind of dress, and Derek very vividly saying, "I was about to eat her through the dress."
Oh God! Put the sand in
Hey,
my
yeah,
mouth. I
man.
don't care, ho.
Oh
I'ma
shit.
make you water,
Hey,
bitch.
yo.
That's what the song said.
Them niggas was like, hey, yo, yo. I was like, yo, what? What? Stating
She's tiny as fuck though.
an opinion. Yeah, she is. She just looked
um,
nice in the dress.
I don't know. Pharrell's the jacket was dope. It was some real like fly shit because it
That's
had
some medieval shit.
however 100,000 pearls or however many pearls it had on it. Like that's some real fucking I got money shit.
Yeah, it's
I was
creative.
gonna say pearls are expensive. That's what
That was
niggas
creative.
don't understand.
Yeah,
It
but
was
for
creative.
him to be the brand ambassador of Louis V, it was very underwhelming for a lot of people,
What you mean?
Right.
myself included. I thought Pharrell would have bodied that in a different way. Pause.
I feel like he's the only one that could have did it because, like I said, again, pearls are fucking very feminine. So for him to make it feminine yet
Well,
not,
Pharrell's always kind of had
yeah.
him,
Remember they was
Rocky.
talking about the jeans he had on, the flare jeans. He got on the Say Drakes.
Well,
They be having
Pharrell
like
was
man
also one of the
purses and
first.
shit.
They was feminine as hell.
Pharrell was
Yeah.
also one of the first people who was wearing skinny jeans and shit back in the day. So
Yeah,
Yeah, on
bro.
his skater boy shit. And
yeah,
Van.
right.
Yeah, that's true. He was. Started the ice creams and all
But
that.
I saw Zendaya look bad as fuck.
I didn't see Zendaya's, but
She
I've
had on like
heard.
a cream joint. Her shit was fire.
Yeah,
She
she
Let me
had
see.
a
Zendaya's
nice
pretty
hat.
good.
She's
Well,
beautiful. She has no body
No
though.
body.
No
That's
body.
why I couldn't.
Stick figure.
That's why I couldn't do it.
Shit, that's what I could do.
I need curves.
Yeah, I need some curves too. I ain't gonna hold
the
you.
theme was
Curves.
Black Dandy.
What the fuck is a black
What does
dandy?
that even mean?
So
The
look at all
black
the
Black
black
tuxedo?
people not
black
knowing
dude.
what Black Dandy is.
I can't look at all the black people not knowing what a black dandy is.
Bitch, that shit probably
I
ain't got
was
nothing
gonna
to do with
say
no black shit.
niggas had fucking tuxedos on. That's all I know. Everybody
So
had
Black
a variation.
Dandyism is a cultural movement where black individuals use clothing and personal style, especially in the tradition of the dandy, as a form of self-expression and a way to address societal limitations. It has roots in the post-emancipation era and gained traction during the Harlem Renaissance. So it's all based in post-slavery, like black people when the free slaves started being able to buy their own clothes and shit and fucking, dress fly and all that.
Oh, some fly ass cowboy shit. Sound like me.
It's more like sharp suits, polished shoes,
Yeah.
all that type of, that kind of era.
Like damn, what's that fucking movie with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio? The goddamn
Django.
no, Gatsby, giving Gatsby vibes. He said Django.
The Django.
Fucking dickhead.
That's what I was
This,
actually thinking
this is
about
an
too, though.
exceptional nigga.
Man, fuck out of stuff.
I'm sorry. That was funny. Go
It's
ahead.
super fine tailoring black style is what it says on the Met Gala theme thing.
Oh, okay.
Super fine tailoring black style, so it's like yeah.
Nah, I liked it. The theme was fire. Low key, I love a woman in a suit, yo. It is one of the sexiest things.
Tiana Taylor fucking smoked that.
Oh,
Howard, yeah.
oh,
Yeah. She
she's
looked good.
fire.
She looked good in that.
And this is fashion is her thing,
Yeah.
so
She
I
looked. She
expect that.
looked good in everything though.
Nah, but Tiana, she smoked the theme. She was one of the only women who really bodied that for real this year.
I
Like
ain't gonna lie, Kim Kardashian's outfit was fire, but I don't want to give her credit. So
um yeah, she had her little Undertaker theme.
that shit was fire.
I didn't even see that.
The leather
She had
joint,
the
the
hat
back
was
was
dope.
out.
I like
Oh
the
my
hat.
god,
The hat was dope.
Yeah, the hat was fire. It covered her
I
face.
didn't see
Like it
Kincaid's.
swooped
Yeah.
down in front of her face. Like one of them like 10-gallon hats, but it looked
Yeah.
like it was melted kind of. Like that shit was fire.
Nah, I didn't see her shit.
But I don't want to give her credit. And
It
then
sound dope though, but I ain't
what's
see
her
it.
name? The sister, not
She
the.
wore Chrome Hearts.
She looked good. She looked like the mom when the mom was in her prime. I gotta
Bad
see
Bunny
this.
smoked that shit too.
Oh, look at you, handsome!
Yeah,
Not with the Superman curl. I love it, yo. I love that nigga, bro.
Bad Bunny smoked that shit. He had some
That
like
nigga.
he had a custom made hat that like
No,
was
that hat is fire.
it was tied to some Puerto Rican shit. The bag too was like real reminiscent of like Puerto Ricans in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, I like it. The whole style. That shit fire. With the Michael Jackson glove.
And he just announced his world tour, completely skipping America
Oh, damn.
in light of Trump, with his whole fucking views on migrants and shit like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You
Oh,
seen Freddie
look at
Gibbs?
Franklin. Why he had a
Dancing Idris.
pull-away suit? I'm crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't never call him by his name because I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right.
Baltimore education.
So his name is Franklin, and it will ever forever be Franklin. Just like Papa Doc will forever be fuck
Yeah,
Anthony Mackie.
they
His
ripped the
name is
shit.
motherfucking Papa Doc. Oh,
I ain't seen none of the fits. I did see Andre 3000 with the piano and shit. But the reason why I probably didn't see any of these motherfucking outfits, because I usually do when I go on the gram, is because I've been seeing nothing but Celtics and Knicks content. And we lost 2 games, so I wasn't fucking paying attention. I
You
said,
mute
fuck
up.
that shit. But no, I'm not getting to that yet.
You mute
We
up.
gonna leave that for last. So what's up with this misconfigured shit?
you know what?
Did I even say
I
I
just
said
thought
that shit
about.
on the last pod?
Yes, you did.
I said
You know what?
misconfigured?
Yes.
You know what I just thought about?
If it makes you
What?
feel any better, I didn't know that it wasn't a word either.
I'm crying. He
No,
said.
I actually thought it was a word. I've heard it so much, like so
No,
much people say
I was
that.
gonna say with IT, I'm sure you have heard that
Yeah.
because configured. That's IT talk. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
misconfigured. It still
Misconfigure,
delivers the
reconfigure.
same message, but it's not an actual word. But I don't know why. When I heard it back when I was listening to the pod, I was like, "Yo, I'm about to look this shit up."
Dang, y'all be listening to me talking. I just question my vocabulary, huh?
Yeah, your vernacular.
Why y'all question my vocabulary? I mean,
Yeah.
I know I'll be saying random shit
Yo,
sometimes.
that shit was funny. But no, wait. I just thought about it. This whole theme for the Met Gala is dope. That is this dandy, whatever the fuck you was talking about. Shit. Just because it's sinners, like I feel like this very much coincides with that look also and that time period. Like it was that prohibition era.
The timing of it, you mean?
Yeah. I mean shit. Fucking Michael B. Jordan had a 3-piece suit on in the motherfucking
Shit was fresh.
Alabama. No, that motherfucker was stinking.
Everything that was fucking wearing was fresh, man.
And niggas ain't have real deodorant back then. The fuck?
But you can make your
I
own
who
deodorant
looked
though.
like shit is what I want to discuss. I want to discuss who looked like complete shit.
I didn't see any bad ones.
Who?
I did. Future looked like shit.
Yo, he
I was
look
gonna say I didn't like
Turn
his
this light on.
weird, yo. He look weird.
He cut his hair.
Oh, you
He
talking about
dyed it.
Future? Oh, I did see Future. He looked like damn, what's the name? I had her name in my head the other day. Pause. Oh no, ain't no pause. Fucking
you know
the one
Paul.
from damn man, she's black. She has short hair. She's orange as well. Has the same
All right.
hairstyle as Future. Fuck Ginger, I guess.
They say he looked like Future Spice.
I can't.
I'm trying to see what movie it's from, bro. Damn.
I ain't like the fucking outfit.
Future with no dreads is crazy.
I ain't like the outfit neither.
Yeah,
I
he
th-
looked
I
sloppy.
thought
She
Looked
was
on.
wearing Louis V.
I
He
thought he was
just
gonna be
look. He
the
look weird, yo.
he did Louis. I thought he was gonna be on some Lil Wayne shit, just grow his shit forever, but nah.
That shit get heavy on your head.
Especially with that dye.
Shit.
I don't even know what he's trying to give off. He's like trying to like golfer kind of fucking.
Yeah, that's what he looked like. What's that Bagger Vance? That movie that fucking Will Smith did. That's exactly what it looked like.
I remember her name. That nigga Future was looking like Wanda Skies and Matt Gala and shit.
I'm
Nigga said
There you
crying.
Wanda.
go.
I
He
mean,
said he looked like Wanda.
Wanda Skies on God, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You look just like that in that picture. You dead ass. Like
Janelle
Y'all
you
Monae
gotta
look
check
like
it
Willy
out.
Wonka.
that shit fire. I don't give a fuck what you say. That shit fire. Wait,
She
is
look
this Halle Berry?
look.
Holly
Janelle
Berry,
Monae looks
Holly
like an
Berry,
evil
Holly
nutcracker. Tell me
Berry.
that.
Still got it.
Nigga, did you see Halle Berry with her coochie out? That's all I want
She
to
still
know.
got it. Look at that.
Well, coochie out?
I
Her
wish I
coochie
did.
out.
She still got it. Ain't got no draw- ain't got no drawers on. She still got it.
Rihanna looked like she
She
she.
looks amazing, bro.
I'm
Okay,
trying to look at
Cardi.
the
I don't like her hair, but her outfit is fire.
I'm trying to look at if they were on task with.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
looking at Tiana's pimp suit right
she's
now. That shit's
so
fire.
good.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Delicious.
peeped that too?
Yes.
be a thin
Oh,
titty.
you was looking at that Met Gala
Oh,
shit too? You
Zendaya
saw all of
wore
them?
all white. That's
Yes.
dope. That's dope. Zendaya's is dope.
You said Cardi B shit was for all of it. Cardi B shit right here.
I was gonna say I don't like her hair, but her outfit is fire.
Oh yeah, that should look good.
I think Tiana had the
Man,
best
that's
one.
really
It,
clean. Nah, Tiana did,
it
but
do
this
look
right
good.
here, what Cardi B got on though?
Cardi B, yeah, Cardi looked good too on it. I'm just trying to see if they match the
Not
theme.
really. You said Nicki Minaj look good to you?
I ain't seen
Nikki,
Nicki.
Yeah, it
I
was
love
alright. She
Nikki.
look alright.
I didn't see her. Keep it
Nicki
this
Nicki
time.
was on task too.
She did look good.
Nah, Nicki's outfit looked on
Damn.
fucking par with what the theme was. See, a lot of most of the white people I saw were not on theme.
She looking a little older, but I like how she's looking older
I
though.
was gonna say I like her fuller. She's thick now
I like it though. I like that grown woman look.
because it now her ass actually matched. Before when she was small, when she
Right.
was with Young Money, that
Childish.
shit looked stupid. But now
Yeah.
she got that Jessica Rabbit body going on right now.
Yeah. It's looking good.
Fucking with it.
Get
Oh,
hooked
my
on the
son just
woods.
texted me. Happy Mama's Day to the best mama in the world. You know I'm rocking with you 10 toes down. I had an amazing childhood and I wouldn't trade
Hey.
it. I love you, mama.
Hey.
Oh,
My baby love me.
Derek, did you get any Happy Mother's Day messages?
I can't. From the bitches that's trying to slide up in there. I'm trying to help a single father.
Hmm.
You need your dick sucked today, sir. I know it's
Hmm.
hard out here taking care of them kids by yourself. That's crazy. Let me show my appreciation. Oh my bad.
I don't like how
All
we
right. So
I don't like how we breeze past Derek and Michaela's little date from it.
Yo, this guy
What do you
said
mean?
agreed.
What do you
I don't like that.
mean?
I don't like
Why
that.
you don't like
what you
it?
mean?
You said what you know. You said what it was. You know we pulled up.
He said I don't like it. What? Because we acting
Right?
too
What's wrong?
normal about it. We're too
I mean,
nonchalant about it. We should give
Nah,
him heat right
I
now.
don't like
Or
how
so,
I
or you
don't.
want to do a court session? That's what it
No, I
is.
that's what
don't
it
like
sounds
how
like.
for
That's what it
over a
sounds like,
year.
OZ.
I don't like how for over a year you've been fucking building this shit up, and when it happened, you got nothing to say.
That's crazy. What you want to fucking play by play? Like,
Excuse me, I'm talking to my
Play
brother
by
Ozzy Don right now.
oh, my bad. He said OZ. He said he let
shit.
OZ let it happen. Is what you said. It's
Yeah, that
Nah,
is crazy. But
I just don't like
I
how
could have
his
stopped it. I
reaction
could have
to it.
stopped it, but I stopped. All right, I
I
stopped trying
can't.
to
I
stop
could
it.
have stopped it.
I stopped trying to stop it. She even said it one time. She's like, "Man, go ahead, tell Ozzy. He don't even care no more."
Nah, you know
I'm
what
right.
pissed
I
me
feel
off
like
too?
y'all egged it on, if anything, to be
Nah,
honest.
you know
You
what
said
pissed me
what?
I feel
pissed me off too? He
What?
wanna text me, yo, I'ma slide through after I'm done in Newark. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they show up here, having eaten and all.
That nigga said I haven't eaten it all.
Oh, they
Like,
came
yo,
over there
yeah, you know
to
we had to
visit you
pull
with
up
their
on you
stomachs
real
full.
quick. You know, yeah, you know we had to pull up real quick.
Oh,
We just
yeah,
ate real good,
oh
I
but
yeah, that's fuck.
cannot.
we had to
Wow,
come
we
show
just
Loki,
you
went on a
something
whole
too.
starving.
fucking
You have
date.
no idea. We was waiting
We just went on a whole
to leave
fucking
your house
date.
to go eat.
What y'all fucking want to go out to eat, yo? Let me hear what kind of date was this anyway? Fuck it. This is an interrogation room now. Now I want to know.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, put the
What you
question
eat?
on.
What y'all want to go eat?
Come on, come on.
Some
they went
Portuguese.
to eat Iberia.
Some Portuguese?
Yeah, he put me on. I never
They went
had.
to
You
Iberia.
never had Portuguese? Yeah, that Portuguese over there, bro, is different. Ain't no Portuguese like Portuguese food over there. I promise you.
I was like,
'Cause
your city. Show me around.
Where you went? Ferry Street.
Yeah.
Uh,
But y'all went actually ate at the restaurant?
What'd you say?
Y'all
there's
actually
a
ate at the restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
there's plenty of
Oh, what?
fucking Portuguese spots over there on Fish.
Yeah, I'm about to say they got a bunch.
I mean, we was trying to get up with you, but Kev was too busy, with the overhead, I guess.
Yo, Kev, yo, I know how much, you know what,
That's not true.
stop it. Stop it. You're
That's
such a
not.
bad friend. Just be quiet, okay?
That is
Because,
not
Kev,
true.
I know how much you like Portuguese food, my brother. I would have invited you.
Oh, now you know what? He trying to fucking get podcasted in my. Don't listen to that whole ass.
You know what? You know what? You know what the funniest part about
Cause
that is,
Oz would leave.
there's a
Oh, you got a
Portuguese
story to tell about Oz
there's a
today too.
Portuguese restaurant down the street from my house.
You
Word.
probably would have
Oh,
recommended it. If they would have called you and be like, oh, yo, we're together. We want to see you. We're hungry. We're in the mood for Portuguese
oh,
food. Oh, yeah, I know my area. There's a
Nah,
I
good
wanted
and
to
Portuguese
surprise
restaurant down
him.
the block. And then you
and I
guys
went.
all could have ate
Nah, hold
happily.
up.
But
I
nah.
went to go eat and watch the game by myself.
Wow,
Oh,
bro, that's fucked up. You
Yeah, cause
see, and Derek is over there
yeah,
quiet, but he wanted to be selfish,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
He wanted
I didn't
he
get here
You
wanted
to the
want to have
he
queen
afternoon.
wanted
cakes
it.
all to
He wanted
yourself.
her to all
No,
to
listen, I
himself.
didn't get
That's
He
here
what
to
it
the
wanted
was.
queen
afternoon.
cakes to himself.
He
I
wanted the
didn't
day
get here
all
to
to
the
himself. He wanted
afternoon,
the one
bro.
v one real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, he quiet.
I had to wait for her. She ain't get to the afternoon.
And when I got
Uh,
here, I was hungry, so I told him I
So
need
it
to eat
sounds like they
first.
had a lot of plan beforehand, and they had a lot to talk about, and they didn't even include you in none of
I
those
mean,
plans, my brother.
yeah,
I wanted to
It's
surprise
crazy.
Kev. I didn't want him to
Surprise,
know
Kev.
that I was coming. The
Yeah.
look on his
Hmm.
face was worth all of our first time
He was
meeting.
like,
It's
"What
like,
the
this
fuck?
is my
These
brother. I
old
know
ass
this
mother."
man for a year. And that's
He
my
was probably
first
like,
time actually being in his physical presence is crazy.
"Oh, you never met him? Word, damn. That's what's up."
yeah,
So I was like, yeah, let's pull up.
yeah. I came out with some drinks and then I saw Micaela. I had to go back in the crib and get another drink.
He was
He
like,
probably
hold
didn't.
on, hold on.
Look, yo, I know
Oh,
when he
so
came out, he looked like this nigga ain't say he was with somebody, and he probably looked like he with a girl, but I couldn't tell at
so
first.
Michaela, what you
OZ,
think now? Now that you met all of us, and I remember once upon a time when you first came into the pod and you asked me, "Yo, is Derek shorter than me?"
I'm crying. So yeah,
Did you get your answer?
I did get the answer. Kev is the tallest. You're next. Then
Wait, who's the tallest?
Kev is the tallest.
No, he's
Kev is
not.
taller than
Yes,
He's
I
you.
not
am.
taller than me.
I am taller than you.
No, you're not, bro.
No, you're not. He
You're
turned into
not.
a little white boy real quick. No, you're not, bro.
I am taller than you.
Cause
That's
we had
fucking
this
totally
conversation
wrong, bro.
already.
You're fucking. You're
I'm
you're
taller
lying,
than you.
bro.
One time we was with a couple shorties and we already had the discussion and we
You
stood
let the
next to each
shorties
other.
decide, Oz.
I am taller than you.
But I can't, no, I ain't let them decide because I already made the decision that I am taller, but they just wanted some confirmation.
You are not taller than me.
Bro, all right, whatever.
Right.
Cut your hair.
Yo, I
But
ain't even have shoes on. He has flip flops when we did that too, and I was still taller than him.
You not taller than me.
Anyway,
I was gonna say it's probably not a lot, but I feel like
let's not forget the real topic here, which is there these little two scheming ass
Yeah,
motherfuckers
word.
dates.
Back to you.
Fuck the
you
tall shit.
wait, whole time he asked the question and they get mad. No, but let's not forget the accountability's on you, Michaela.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
because
taller and
we
you
were
need to
letting
fucking be accountable.
nah, because I was chilling at first. I was chilling, but Kev got a great point. We just let that shit slide.
I'm
Word.
dead. All right, so listen, real talk.
What's your opinion on seeing these two ugly ass motherfuckers in person?
It's weird because I've heard
Yeah,
Cat's voice for so long, and
right.
like being around him, like seeing his mannerisms that go with the words is exactly what
Mm,
in my head, but it's fucking hilarious. And Kev Loki looked like a fucking some Italian dude. Like if I didn't
right,
know you, I'd be like, oh look at
right.
Mario over there,
Yeah, exactly.
Mario.
Mario and Drake.
Little Italian poppy. Funny
If
ass
I didn't
nigga.
know it, Ciao Bella, Moody Food. Fuck, I don't
Okay,
know.
I was also a
okay.
Um,
lot bigger than she imagined.
How about Derek? Unless you got more for Kev.
uh, nah, Kev was actually chill, and he was actually worried about me not having a drink. That was cute. He was like, "Wait, can't have a drink, and Michaela doesn't have one. I'm going in the house."
Uh
So that was
Yo,
cute.
he don't even act like that. That's crazy. He was being brand new around you.
That's not
He's
true.
he's not even like that.
Don't get my
Yo, Derek,
persona
did this
on
nigga
the
not go to sleep
pod.
while he had us as guests in his home?
I can't.
Hey,
Yeah, fuck out of
hold
here.
on.
He's
What
not
was
even like
that?
that, Michaela. He showed off for you, Michaela.
What are you
No,
talking about?
I love that.
What are you saying right now?
What is he saying
I'll
right now?
send your ass up real quick.
he said you went to sleep when we was over there. You went and laid down.
Yeah, cause OZ want to come and he want to show up at fucking midnight,
Yo, your
go
brother
out.
Derek was
He
still
want
there,
he
brother.
want to go out,
And
run around.
I had just met Derek. You just
He
let
want
that
to
man
go.
just there, just
OZ for some
learn who
reason
I
want to
am.
come
Like the
here
fuck?
at midnight every time,
learn,
and then
learn.
go around lurking around the whole city for 3 hours. Show up at 3 in the morning with 5 people I never met in my life, and then
I'm
fucking
dead.
drink and smoke until 7 in the morning every fucking day.
Y'all other little homie came over there too and shit before I left.
Yeah, he cool, bro. He cool.
The little short dude.
But yo,
Yeah,
that's OZ. OZ don't know how to stop. Once he start partying, the party
Yes.
ain't over until he fucking dies.
So, my mom, I'm not gonna lie, this is real quick. My mom did leave my father for that. Because he couldn't, my mom and dad were always the life of the party in the family, and every time they went out, they would both move on, but it came to a point where my dad just didn't know when to stop. So I'm like that. That's me. I get it from my pops. I'm a partier, and I don't know when to stop once I start.
OZ be the one like, yo, where the after hours at? Where the
No,
late night fucking liquor store
look. In
at?
Philly,
Where,
it's Sunday night and we in the pool hall and it ain't nobody. And this nigga's turned the fuck up like nigga.
yeah, bro.
Sunday
Get
night,
another
nigga.
drink.
It's
Life's too short, man. Hey, dude, I know how to have fun. That's all.
ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. I'm just we just
Yeah.
clouded this shit.
That nigga said shots, bitch. Like, wait a
The,
minute,
the
nigga,
the
I
night
gotta
is
work.
still young. I'm the type of motherfucker you see you here in the movie. Like the night is still young. Let's still do this shit.
Yo, you ever have? Well, I have friends like that. I don't know if y'all do. Uh, where y'all go out, you be like, "Yo, don't invite that nigga," because that's the
Yeah,
nigga that's
Debbie
never
Downer.
wants to fucking go.
Yeah, Debbie. Oh, oh,
Everybody
okay.
else be lit. Like, all right, where you going? I'm going over here with my
The
Nah, nigga,
Debbie
we need to
Downer.
hit the after hours. And my
Uh,
homeboy got have a party at his house, so we gonna pull up over there. Like, yo, chill out.
always got something like the next plan, the next move. That should never go
yeah.
by.
OZ don't know how to go to sleep.
I'm dead. Y'all not hungry?
Nah,
Let's hit the
I mean,
diner.
I got older though. I got older, and I'm a little bit more tired now. So I be
And
looking forward to coming
Fam,
home.
I be going to
then
bed
this
like
nigga be crying at his
I be
ATM
going to
receipt the
bed like
next
at
day.
ten
Like, yo,
o'clock.
what the fuck?
He had poor
When I
Derek
was
outside
younger,
like a
when I
mummy
was
yesterday
younger,
that day.
especially in the military, I was always out and about.
He
Like I
was
was
outside
fucking.
smoking with Derek. Derek was like a fucking mummy outside. He
I
was
can't
falling
not
over
a
and all that shit.
That nigga said a mummy, yo.
That's
You're
Yo,
crazy.
you was, bro. You was kind of leaning, bro. I already told you you was doing the Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yeah, that'd be the problem, OZ.
I'm
OZ
dead.
got
Yeah.
too much energy.
But anyway, we still on the killer
I
though.
missed the whole
Ah!
part.
Wait, we still
Hold
on
up, but I missed the whole part. I missed the whole part where you shit on your dad for like the fourth pod in a row.
I
What
can't.
was the?
he
Yeah, I
said you
do. I
shitted on
still
your
love my
dad
dad. Yeah,
for
I,
pot in
I
a
I'm allowed to. That's my pops. Nigga left me.
I
He
can't. Not
he
to
be
us.
he be firing at his pops on every episode.
wow.
I'm dead. You know what? This is his therapy. Let him work it out. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peace.
word,
let me rock.
word.
Let
I
me.
mean, in reality, doing this pod, I always have in the back of my mind that this can be a time capsule
Yep.
for our great grandchildren someday to go look
Yeah,
at
exactly.
some of
It'd be
our
great.
thoughts.
That's true.
It'd be great.
Or
Yeah, I
shit.
used to.
A year, 2 years from now, when shit's really
You
popping,
want to
because
smoke or
uh, you know,
you chilling?
we're gonna
Want
be
to
like,
smoke? Or...
yo, this crazy. These are
I mean, y'all
conversations.
sorry.
To look back on it.
Y'all motherfuckers a lot more wiser than us. We all dumb over here and uneducated. Hopefully that should change though.
Okay, now ISO, real quick. You mute up for the next 15 minutes.
Go ahead. I'm about to
I'm
smoke and
gonna
enjoy
bring you
this.
up. I'm gonna bring. No, 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 no. Don't go away. Stay right here.
Don't go away. Just stay.
'Cause I
Stay
will.
right. Stay right here. Just mute up while we get our one on
Where my
one
phone
here.
at?
Not where my phone at. This is crazy.
I'll let it check. All right, go ahead. I'm about to mute up.
Derek.
Yes, sir.
So all last week, I had to hear the Knicks ain't shit. Boston on 2P. Boston going
This is
two
where I
P. We
unmute,
got
man. Don't be
Jason
telling me to
Tatum. Jason
mute. Don't
Tatum.
be telling me to
Hold
mute
up, hold
myself
up.
just so you can
Now,
No, you
fucking
still got to
try
mute.
to
mute up
You still
for a
got
fucking.
to
bit.
mute.
Don't be doing that.
You still
Mute
got
up
to
for a
mute.
bit. We'll mute up for a bit.
We're gonna let you speak your piece. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, the Boston Celtics. We are the big mighty Boston racist
It's a
Celtics.
little
We
hard
are
when
the
you're trying
big.
to
The
mimic
big
my
mighty
voice,
Boston
though.
racist Celtics. It's us, all the white supremacists.
All the
Jason
way.
Tatum
Yeah.
sleeping in his mom's bed till he's 13, and a,
Weirdo.
co- a tall old Dominican.
A
We gonna
tall
beat the
old
Knicks. We gonna win like we always win by cheating and being racist.
by cheating and being racist.
Damn. Put
Yeah,
a lot
The
on that.
Knicks ain't shit. The Knicks ain't won in a
we
long
about to
time.
blow y'all out.
The
Yeah,
Knicks, the Knicks almost lost against Detroit. They were up by 16 and almost blew it. All of that
they
just for them
lost
to
at home
go and blow a fucking 20-point lead in
twice.
Boston.
Twice.
And then that wasn't enough. They had to do it again.
They had to do it
And I ain't hear a fucking peep from any Boston Celtics fan
again.
all over the internet, all over the world. They were quiet.
Nah, I wasn't. I said what I said.
And you know what pissed me off? Watching ESPN,
Yeah.
watching all the sports network news, they ain't say shit about the Knicks.
Nope.
It
Nope.
was the whole topic was the Celtics blew a 20-point lead. How
Yeah.
did they let
Word.
this happen? They
Word.
fucking missed every single 3-point shot in the
They
fucking game.
broke a record. 43 missed 3 points. That's the
No.
record. Like,
All they
Oh, you're
talked
right. You're right.
about was
60,
the
60
was
attempts,
Boston
15
yeah.
made.
blowing
Yeah.
it twice. They
On
didn't say shit about the Knicks
at
coming
all.
back.
Nothing.
They
Like,
didn't say shit about
And I'm gonna
Jalen
answer that
Brunson
once I'm
being.
able to speak.
They
yeah.
didn't say shit about Brunson being the clutch player of the
And
year.
he's a great
Right.
player. He's really good. I'm gonna give
Right.
y'all that. But I'm gonna,
Yeah,
t-
you
I'm
mute
gonna.
up real quick. You
All right.
mute.
Watch how you talk to me, nigga.
Okay.
And then
Duh.
you are in no position to speak right now, sir.
Damn.
You are in no position
We
to
won
say
yesterday.
it.
We ain't
We
say
won yesterday.
ain't
He
nothing to
still ain't.
say. Yo, they ain't say
Yo,
nothing
Michaela love me,
about the Knicks.
yo. She laughs at everything I say.
You retarded, yo.
I'm sorry. I can't help it, yo.
Nah, that's
And in the
it's FYE.
manner,
It's okay.
the
It's FYE.
look, look, Derek,
I'm listening, bro.
the way the way the Knicks won those games told me, okay, they're gonna go back to New York. They're gonna be exhausted because they had to come back by 20 points in both games.
Right.
Understandably so. They won two tough games.
Right.
The Celtics are gonna watch all of the film and make sure that they correct all of their fucking mistakes for game three.
Right.
However, after game three, the Knicks are gonna get a little rest. They're not leaving New York winning two games.
Right.
So
That's right.
Boston came back, fixed their mistakes from one game. I saw Pritchard fucking hopping around on one leg the whole game. He had the game of his life. I saw the Celtics do everything right the whole game yesterday for game three.
Yes.
They
And
ain't
Al
missed a
Horford, that old
single shot.
nigga.
They ain't missed a single shot. They were all playing their life away, which tells me what I said last week is coming to fruition. They are fucking hurt, and now they're doing everything they can to win a game. They are gonna get more hurt. They're gonna get exhausted. They're not gonna get through the series. There's no fucking way.
Yo,
Yeah.
once upon a time, the Celtics weren't clutch. Probably like when
Right.
we lost our first one.
Yo, you mute up.
This
We
nigga.
not talking to
Yo, don't let him
anybody
Yeah.
talk
from
to you
Boston
like
right now.
that, Z.
Nah, no, I know
Yeah.
he get
Hey,
he
We
yo,
not
get
talking
he
to
listen.
get real.
nobody from Boston right now.
The only reason why I'm
Yo,
being
that
more
Italian
I'm
came out his ass real
right,
quick.
right.
Nobody from
The only
Boston.
reason why
You
I'm
be
being more
sleeping
calm
with
is
the
because he.
fishes
I'm
by
trying
the
to
night.
hear you
The reason
Boston.
why.
Hey yo, everybody from Boston got their moment on TV even when they lost.
Yeah, word.
So
That's
right
crazy.
now, I'm trying to hear from somebody from New York.
Right.
Yo,
Right. Right.
Okay, I'll mute up then.
mute up.
Nah, but I
Only
agree with
because you
you.
said it so
I
kindly. You
said,
didn't tell me to shut the fuck up.
yeah, I can't. I said, yo. they gonna probably pull one of the wins out in New York. I mean, they have to. You get what I'm saying? Like, or it's gonna be a
Yeah.
sweep. So I knew they wasn't gonna go out like that. But I feel like we should pull the other one out. If we pull the other one out, then yeah, I don't think they come
Oh
You
yeah.
need to.
back.
What a way to send Boston home when they don't even have to go nowhere. They could just stay right there.
You don't have to go
They
nowhere.
could leave the TD Garden and take a Uber right home.
Take
They don't
a
have to go nowhere.
Uber right home.
It
This
might be $100, but
They could go home, they could pick up their bags and pack up for Cancun.
this nigga is what a way to send Boston.
Jason Tatum can go grab his little teddy bear from his fucking childhood and his teenage years.
This teddy bear is crazy.
his
The
Yeah,
mom.
15 minutes is up.
and that's the other thing. They kind of banged up, so I don't know.
They're too banged up.
They ain't healthy.
Porzingis left game. What was that? Game 1 or game 2?
Yeah,
He left.
yeah. Game one.
He banged up. I saw Pritchard hopping around in that last game. He had a fucking the game of his life in that last game in game 3, but he was hurt.
He had better games than that, but yeah.
But I said
Jason Tatum's been having injury issues all season. Like,
they got to play physical basketball with them. They can't play technical ball with Boston. They got to
Sure.
play.
well, the Knicks were gassed. You could tell the Knicks were gassed in the last year, and
Yeah,
they were down by however much they were down by, and they were like, "Yo, they got this game. We'll get them next game. We too tired, and we're gonna burn ourselves out if
all right,
we
right,
keep trying that hard."
right, right. We got to save something to make the other win. To go
Yeah.
save some gas.
Now you go to Boston, and you could pack them up all in the same bus, and they could go drop them off one by one at everybody's house, so they don't have to take the long fucking trip all the way down to New York again.
To go back home.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, your 15 minutes is up, bro. You been talking shit
Yeah,
about my team,
15.
nigga.
He been itching over there like a crackhead.
Yeah.
Al
He
Horford
ready
is
to
old.
get it out.
Al Horford last game got a couple blocks and steals, my brother. And he hit all his threes, actually.
Oh yeah. And you think he's gonna
And
come back and do that again? There ain't enough steroids in the world.
He said ain't no
There's no
way in the
way in the world.
world. This
we
nigga.
actually
There
playing
ain't
good
enough
defense.
steroids in the world for him to keep putting on that performance.
Yeah, you're dumb. Ain't
He
enough
got that new
steroids.
cyborg arm that
Yeah,
fucking
you boy.
My
what's
prediction is Jason Tatum grabs his little teddy bear, goes home with his mama,
come on mom, let's cuddle.
and figures out where he's gonna play next season after they trade his ass
Yo, you're dumb.
Yo, there was a
for a
meme of
thousand
him.
picks.
There was a meme with a bigger beard of him with a bigger beard and longer hair, and he was playing for Houston. And it sounded like a funny like meme saying some shit, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
But
that Celtics team. Look, fucking Al Horford gonna be in the DR playing dominoes this summer
Playing
hey,
dominant.
bro, you done shitting on my team, bro.
and
Let's do it
all next
15 minutes,
season.
bro.
Nigga said playing.
Pritchard's gonna get traded for
Time is
18
up,
picks
brother.
to OKC.
You got
18.
your shit off.
I'm telling you, that Boston team is it's a wrap. The
You
only
got your
player
shit off.
that's staying there is Jalen Brown. Everybody else is gonna go after the season.
Let me tell you something,
They
man.
won last year. You got
The
your
reason,
you
the
got your
reason,
lucky year. Everybody was injured the whole fucking year. Every team they played had
Good.
their star player out. You did what you had to do and you won. Now ain't enough luck in the world.
Ain't enough luck.
Ain't enough leprechauns
Wait,
in the world
the Irish
to
ran.
get you there again.
The Irish ran out of luck.
They never
you know,
It's a fucking
every
wrap.
it's a
It's a
fucking
fucking rap.
Bobby Brown, Orlando Brown, Chris Brown, Derrick Brown, Jalen Brown.
no.
Fuck Boston in 5.
Boston in 5.
let me tell you something. It's my time to say my shit. Um,
And
man,
another thing.
every top
And another.
team. This nigga.
I'm not done.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Every top team right now is down 1-2. So okay, cool, whatever. Yo. This is the weirdest playoffs I've ever seen in NBA history. That's one. Two. The reason why you don't the Knicks ain't get a platform after coming back off 20-point deficits twice is because that game, it was Celtics versus Celtics, bro. We battled our own self. We shoot ourselves in the foot. We sometimes we be choking, sometimes we be doing too much, sometimes we don't know what to do.
Jason
And
Tatum
we
was
are
playing with
our
Steph
own
Curry for the whole
downfall.
game.
We be in our heads. We don't
You
just play
you
ball. We
can't
be in our
forget Jason
heads.
Tatum thinking that he was Steph Curry for an entire game.
Hey, yesterday he did great,
He
and
chucked
that's what I need.
yesterday. He did great. The
He
first two
did
games,
great. The first two was
he was
horrible.
chucking up
Pause.
36
I was
pointers
Always
mad. I
and
choking.
was
missing.
mad because why the fuck? Well, like he did it 3 times in a row where it was like a couple minutes on the clock and they were down a couple points and he just kept shooting, bro. Just
Break,
he could have passed
break,
it to Derek
break,
White or somebody
break.
else down in the paint.
Yeah.
I seen that. I was watching. I seen all these games, 48 minutes, bro. Like trust
Okay,
me,
so who would you
I
like?
was
Who?
hurting seeing them coming back after a 20
What
point
is a fair
deficit.
trade to get Jason Tatum the fuck out of Boston?
Yeah.
Yo, right now there's conversation of trying to trade Drew Holiday.
They gonna trade that whole team after this
And
year.
I always said it that
Oh,
Antetokounmpo should just come to the team, bro.
Well, the rumor is he's going to LA. So
He needs to be in our
who?
team.
Who?
He will look
Giannis,
good in LA though, with them other niggas.
Giannis, Luca, LeBron, and
Uh,
Bronny.
really?
Think about it. We lost by 3 points and we didn't make no type threes, bro. And the Knicks were down 1 by 3, bro. Like, come on, y'all niggas. If
So you've
it's
accepted the
really
fate. You accept the fate that this
it's
is
really
the.
us. We are our own downfall. And I promise you, I still believe that the Celtics is taking this series. I don't think the Knicks is winning.
Listen,
Don't let us win. What tomorrow?
listen.
Yeah, we play tomorrow.
Who
Yeah,
would
don't
you
let us
like?
win tomorrow.
Who would you like to see come back next season?
Who I want in my team. You know who's my big three
No,
right
no,
now?
no. Who do you not? Who do you want? Who do you think
Let me tell
is
you.
staying?
Not all right. So who do I think I stay is not the same as who I want to stay. My main three that I want to stay is Pritchard. I'm gonna tell you my big three in the Celtics, and it's gonna shock you.
Oh my
It's
God.
Pritchard,
Get to the
it's
point.
fucking Derek White, and Jalen Brown. I want those three to stay.
I like that. I like that.
Jason Tatum is my twin, but he's been disappointing me. But I see him playing for the Celtics. I see him as a Paul Pierce though, so he
He's a.
might stay for the Celtics forever.
I think. Yeah, maybe, but I don't. If
I
I
feel
had
like
to pick
Jason
between
Tatum might
Jason
be.
Tatum and Jalen Brown, I'm getting Jason Tatum the fuck out of there.
I
Yeah. Oh,
think yeah,
Brown.
yeah, that's true. I already told you my big three. I love Pritchard, bro. That motherfucker is nasty, and he could be unlike have big people like D'ing him up, at least two, three of them, and
Yo,
he'll still make the bucket.
yo,
Pause,
hold on. That
pause.
was
We talking
crazy.
basketball. We talking basketball. Come on,
He,
Yo,
he
talk about
said
choke.
two, three
Talk about
people
nigga.
come
beating
on,
him up.
man. Come on, man.
Pause.
Come on. Let's keep it professional here, man.
Well, speaking of keeping it professional, Paul
Mm.
Pierce walked his ass fucking 55 miles to
He said
work.
he'll do it again. He said it yesterday. If we lose again yesterday, because at halftime we were again up 20 points. So I had to post it. I don't know if Derek, if you ever played GTA San Andreas, CJ. It was like a funny meme that is basically like, "Oh shit, here we go again." That's basically how I felt. I was sweating during halftime, but we pulled it off though by like 30 fucking points. That's why I believe that Celtics are our
Yeah,
own
it's nice.
downfall.
It's nice that they didn't have to bring out the broom, right?
If Celtics don't make it, in which we are, the only team that I see actually competing may be a veteran team, which would be Golden State itself.
Not bringing out the broom must be nice. It was good while it lasted. Um,
66.
Boston, you got a chip. You got one at least. You can't be mad at getting one and then in your final season together not getting swept out of the playoffs.
Y'all are boring me.
She dumb. That's because it's
That's funny
sports.
how you said that. You must be right on top of it because you muted on your shit.
Whoa, wow. Just on
Hey,
top.
you heard him perfectly clear.
That's you and your fucking. Never mind.
Narrative.
Nah.
The scenarios,
People be listening to
delusional
you.
mind.
Quiet.
Perception is
Hear
reality, though,
me.
right? It is this
It
time.
is. It is.
It is this time.
It is. It always has been. You the one that was fighting against it.
No, I
We
wasn't.
all
That
agreed
was
on the last
Kevin.
pod that
Kevin got
perception is
curious.
reality. You was the only one that was like, no, it's not, because it's sometimes it's
Oh,
not.
you talking about
That's like
perception reality? No, that's because the military motherfuckers that used to use that shit against me. I used to hate that shit because it really wasn't. But anyway, the Celtics in 6. Has a ring to it.
New
Celtics
York
6.
5,
I can't
Yeah,
wait
you
to make
bugging,
that.
bro.
I can't wait to make the next reel.
maybe 6 at the most, but I say 5.
I really think y'all not winning the game after this.
I think you're gonna lose tomorrow.
I don't see that.
Nah, I don't think so. I see
You're
four straight wins
you're
right
gonna
now.
lose
Nah,
tomorrow.
I don't
You
see that.
might get the first game in Boston, maybe because the pressure's on, and then you're cooked.
Yeah, you bugging.
Cancun in 3.
Cancun, they Cancun bound.
It's a wrap.
Enjoy
Nigga
it.
had to
Enjoy
go.
it while they up.
Nigga had to go
I
get
mean,
that
while
little
they got
tap
their
kiss
win. I
real
don't want to
quick.
say up.
What you
Okay,
don't
hold
be
on.
trying to use what I use against you. You my son, yo. You my daughter, yo. Stop playing with me. And I hear you loud and clear, yo. I ain't
Baby,
stupid.
you
I
okay?
multitask.
I'm on the
Yeah,
pot. I'm taking care of business.
I already happy. You ain't even know.
Okay,
Ah!
Yeah.
I got the soundboard. I got the soundboard, and I got an announcement to make.
Oh
Shit.
shit.
Let me get settled in.
Oh god.
Okay, I took my ass to the movie theaters this weekend.
Yay.
Yeah, let's get to it. I feel like it was like that. You know when you finally do your homework?
I can't. Yeah,
It's
for
like,
one,
yeah.
I actually went to the movie theater and didn't wait till
Hey, I got my car back, so I was
after.
like, are you cutting off?
OZ saw it last night as well.
I saw
By the
it
way, it's been
too.
years since I've been at a movie theaters. Had a date at a movie
So
theaters.
we
What
all saw Sinners except for Derek, the podcast of the month. But it's okay
you
because the
gonna let him slide?
podcast of the month was for last month. I gotta say, I was impressed.
He was impressed with
This was a very
me.
good movie. I
Yeah,
think
it
the
actually
writing was
was.
great. I think the acting was great. I think the storytelling. I think their placement of comedic relief throughout
Yes.
the movie because it is a very gory vampire movie.
But I don't feel like it's a scary movie, even though it's
That's
gory,
supposed to
even
be.
though it has
It's
vampires.
not
It
spooky.
wasn't a horror film to me. I don't know
It
it's
Nah,
has
not
it
genre.
has a total of like two jump scenes because the person I went with is a little scary cat. They're a little jumpy, so they got scared like twice because it has this little scene where you got a motherfucker jumping from the back scene from a little. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, it has a little two
well,
jump
this is a
scenes or
spoiler
whatever.
alert
We spoil.
because
I was gonna say we spoiling it.
what's
All right, so it
spoiler?
had like a little vampire jumping behind somebody while they wasn't looking a little scary or
Nah, it
whatever.
was when she
They
was
made a little noise.
eating stacks.
You over there laughing. You know you got
Fuck,
shook off that.
eating the fuck out that nigga.
Yeah, she was eating the shit out of him. Um,
Terrible.
and I gotta say, Michael B.
It's
Jordan,
great
I'm
acting.
putting my beef. I'm done.
You got nothing bad
I'm
to
good.
say.
I'm good.
You ain't got nothing bad to
I
say about
knew
I'm
Michael
it.
Yo,
good.
B.
I
Kev got
knew it. You
pussy.
finally
Like,
hanging up the flag,
It's
huh?
all good. This is
You
peace.
finally hanging up the flag.
This is peace.
was
In light
healed.
of a
I'm
good
proud of
movie
you.
that you're not playing the fucking victim anymore. I like this.
Oh, for real? I thought you. Yeah. You know, it's funny. There was a couple scenes where I just imagine you be like, "Damn, he's acting like a fucking victim now."
I
Nah,
can't.
nah,
I
He's
swear to
acting
God, there
like
was
a
one scene
fucking
where I could see you
bitch.
saying
nah.
that, where he was kind of acting like a victim.
I thoroughly enjoyed him being a complete dick throughout the movie.
Yes, I
Pause.
did too.
Um, he played the asshole role like I've been wanting him to do for a very long time. For once,
Because he didn't do it in Creed, either, which I feel like
even in Creed, you still look like a fucking like you
I was
saw.
gonna say in Creed, I would have expected you to be more of a dick because boxers are dickheads. Like, nigga, what you gonna do? I'm gonna
Yeah,
beat your
Jonathan
ass up.
Majors
So,
was beating the dog shit out of
yeah,
in Creed.
I
Um,
didn't like that, but yeah, I did like his good twin, bad twin type of vibe. Yeah,
I still do think that he has a while to go before I could say he's up there with one of the great actors. But
he's getting there.
and he's a lot
So I hit this.
bigger now, pause, in muscle mass than he was in the past when I saw him
That's
in
A
wild.
shit.
lot bigger now.
So
buddy.
I'm putting my beef to the side. Big
Yeah, because you
Jersey.
don't want no beef, man.
He
You,
from
you said
Newark.
it.
He from Newark.
This motherfucker getting big. I ain't want no
He
sauce. I told
from
you I was
Newark.
getting in the
I'm
gym, man.
hey yo,
Jersey.
somebody who was once a Newark resident. Salute, salute.
I'm so happy to hear
And
you say
now I
that.
must announce that your place in my hatred filled heart has been taken over
All right, bro.
by
Nobody
Tyrese
gives a fuck
Halliburton.
about how you feel
Yo,
about
he
it, man.
said
Let's talk
by
about the movie.
Tyrese
Fuck your
Halliburton.
feelings, nigga.
Just
Nobody gives a fuck about who you fucking
We
dislike,
are,
nigga.
we
Let's
are,
talk about the movie real quick before we
we
get
are.
to
But
Halliburton. To
I
Halliburton.
just like to make it clear that that is the
The
New
what
York.
the hell? The what the
yeah,
Halliburton? The what the Halliberry? The what the hell? The what the fuck is Kev talking about, man?
yeah,
We
I can't.
don't give a fuck about your hate about this
Yeah,
Halliburton, motherfucker.
yeah.
Yo, the movie was great, man.
The movie was great.
Honestly, I
The
did ask
movie was
y'all a
great.
question while I was y'all did call me. We ended up in a four-way. We was podcasting when I was on the road without really podcasting.
Hard.
And I
Hard.
asked I asked y'all like, yo, wasn't Dr. Umar had his little 2 cents to say about the movie. I guess he was rating it, pretty
Well,
high because
what do you say?
he said it had the
I
specifics.
put it
He's
that put it in
basically
the
saying
chat.
like how we could be more united, how like, just trying to like be clubbing and drinking liquor is like basically demonic spirits, and there could be other things we could be
Outside influences.
yeah, it's just outside influence as well. Because at the end, the credits came
Right.
in the movie, and I was about to walk out, and I had this dude to the left of me. He was from Miami. He was like, "Yo, I seen this shit mad times, because there's mad cine dates out there, right? I know a lot of motherfuckers saw the movies plenty of times going
Oh
on
yeah,
dates with
Shorty
different.
tried to get up and leave, and I was like, "Hold on, the lights are still off,
Yeah,
so there
yeah,
must be
yeah,
more."
yeah. So homeboy was like, he was like, yo, yo, yo. This is exactly how he said it. Yo, gang, there's still more. He was like, why? Yeah. Like, yo, gang, there's still more. I was like, all right. So I told Shorty, sit down. All right. We started watching it, and it's basically showing how like a newer version. It's the same person, the person that plays the music, the main person that was a target for the white folks or whatever, the vampires. And he was basically older. He had the scars on his face, and he was playing that night at a bar, and then now it's the end of the night. He's by himself at a bar. He's drinking by himself, and he sees a couple come in, which is again Michael B. Jordan, but a new version. He's wearing a Coogee sweater, and it's the white girl that was there with him, but they was family, so quote unquote whatever. So they walked in, and they basically talking about like, oh shit, I thought, basically like, oh, I thought he killed you or whatever. He was like, nah, he said he couldn't kill me. He just said, those just let you be you, don't ever touch you, and let you play music, and let you do your thing. And that's exactly how it was. It's a deep message, basically, but it's also like insinuating how deep music really gets. Also touches the spirit in the heart, whatever.
I want to go back to Umar. I want to say this movie's left to interpretation for a lot of parts of it.
Uh huh.
So if you're talking about Umar saying speaking on the aspect of drinking and whatever else he saw as a sin, really, the title was fitting, I think, for the movie.
Right.
Because I also caught on to a lot of that. Like Sammy, who is the one of the protagonists of the movie, his father's a preacher, and he's telling him throughout the whole movie, like, "Oh, that's devil shit." Back then, they used to associate musicians with fucking
Evil.
yeah, evil
Yeah.
shit, and
Oh,
then you see him, and he's having a great time partying, having sex,
eating that stank coochie.
yeah, drinking alcohol, all these
Yo, when
other things.
somebody pointed out that she had that same outfit on from the train station to the juke joint, and that yo ate that shit, he was like, she was walking all them country miles. Yo, I was screaming. Yo,
He said, "I just want to taste it."
they said Sammy a real fucking
Yeah,
nasty
he a
boy.
freak. Sammy's a freak. But yeah, I think I saw something in that movie that said, you ain't put nothing on the fact that the brother that died was dating a white girl, and the one that survived was with a black woman.
Well, yeah, I mean, it did want to insinuate some type of racism and
Interesting.
interbreeding and shit.
I also feel like because of the
That's
white
why.
girl that the shit popped off because wasn't nobody fucking with her.
Right, exactly.
and
That's
and
why I
she was
like
the
the.
one who went out there by herself. And the fact that she
Right.
turned her back, like immediately when she turned her back, bro, I was mad as fuck. I was like, why the fuck would she turn her back on these niggas? You don't know them.
I mean, what was she supposed to walk all the way back to the little fucking farm shit?
I would have. Well, first of all, she shouldn't have went out there. She was being thirsty because she's married. Number one, so she shouldn't have been in there chasing
Or
after
she
that
mad.
man. Number two, he already told her like, "Bitch, leave me alone," type shit. You came there on your own accord, and then when she realized that the nigga was, not really making the kind of bread he wanted to make, she felt like she was gonna help by, our white people because they ain't gonna lie to me type shit.
So again, it goes with the
Right.
theme of sinning.
Yeah.
And the
And the
fact
other
is,
lady that Sammy was fucking with, she was also married. Remember when he was trying to holler at her at the train station?
It
And
was in
remember, all of these
the
people died. The people that were doing the most quote unquote were the ones who died.
yes, yes, most for the most part, yeah. Like the white woman was married, one, and two. The whole reason why she went out there in the first place was because she was chasing bread,
Exactly.
which again is another
Sin.
thing,
Love of money.
right? So it's a lot of fucking deeper meanings to shit in there. I read into. I really fucking made a point to pay attention to the two brothers dating a white
Yeah.
woman and a black versus a black woman. Like Dr. Umar is always preaching, stay away from the snow bunnies and shit.
Yeah.
So I really paid attention to that, like
Because I
how
don't feel like the intentions are good at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more than likely it's for stature. It's for I ain't gonna hold you on some freaky shit. Yeah, on some I just want a big black dick or type shit. You feel
It's
what
a
I'm saying? Like,
well
fetish.
his yeah
It's more of
it's
like
it's
a
a
not
fetish
fetish.
really for yeah,
on some fetish shit.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
so
low key why I feel like I could never date outside of my races because in the back of my mind, I will always feel like that. Like I don't feel like dating outside of the race is cool because it's always some underlying racism or not racism but fetish shit. It's not genuine.
okay, I,
Eventually, you'll get
I
over that.
want to stay here because I feel like a lot of this shit is kind of drawing a parallel between the past, present, and future. So they made a point to make you know that about the music,
Right.
right? Which we'll get to in a
Oh
second.
yeah, I know where you're going with
But
that.
there was a specific thing here with that him dating a white woman to me. His downfall came through the white woman at the end.
Exactly.
Cause that twin got eaten up by this white girl vampire. Where if you see the parallel the in comparison to his twin, who was dating a black woman, she damn near sacrificed herself for him,
Right.
told him, yo,
If they
kill
get
me
me.
if they bite me because to free my soul, one. And two, she also saved him indirectly by with her little necklace charm that she had
Yes.
from the
Yeah.
brother.
The protection.
So it kind of goes to that how do I say? I guess stereotype
Yeah.
that we've known black men to white women to be the downfall of
Downfall.
black men
Yeah.
since the beginning of history, since back in from Emmett Till to
All the
Shannon
way
Sharp.
up. Yep. Yep. I was gonna say that. All the way up.
Yeah, I like that detail. I paid a lot of attention to that. But then there was another thing I want to say before I forget. One of the twins, I remember telling Sammy. Remember he was telling him, "Yo, you don't get involved in this life. This is the last time you're gonna be at some club. If you want to really make something of yourself, go to this town where it's all owned by black people."
Yeah.
And he was talking. What my understanding of that was, he was talking about Black Wall Street,
Mm.
which coincides with the time.
That's very true.
Tulsa.
Nah, that's very true. I like that you even picked up on that.
That shit was actually a pretty good movie. I like the messages in it. It had to do with music, had to do with clubbing, had to do like a lot of shit, alcohol, what it could do, the decision making.
I definitely agree. That was a intentional hidden message.
Yeah, I'm even looking at the fact that he was trying to keep his cousin from continuing a path of being a musician. not only for the times and how dangerous it was for black musicians during that time, but also if you look at today, if we're looking at black artists today, hip hop artists mainly, and how they consistently have been fucked over by the music industry, whether it be one way or the other. I think there was a correlation through that. I think the whole movie was trying to spike correlations from the past, present, and future.
For sure. That these two young black men, you know what I'm saying, trying to create that look of black excellence, and you know what I'm saying, the fact that they've done all those movies together. I didn't know that Creed, you know how I feel about the Creed movies. And then this his catalog and his legacy that he's creating is dope as fuck.
And the fact that there are a lot of Michael B. Jordan movies. I think Ryan Coogler also did Black Panther, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, he's dope, and I've seen a lot of like his little speeches and stuff like that. Him talking about his journey and becoming a filmmaker and all that. I fuck with him.
He also did Judas and the Messiah. He did Space Jam.
Really?
Yes, the new Space Jam, not the
Yeah, with LeBron.
with
I
LeBron.
haven't seen the whole thing, but it was alright. I still
Um,
like the original.
yeah, I think that there was just a lot of correlations. Feel free to fucking make a point out of anything that you saw throughout the movie. I don't know if I read too deep into the this one moment where I can't remember the exact lines, but the black lady that one of the twins was dating.
Yeah, I don't know
They
her
said
name. She's a pretty good actress. I feel like she's new though. Like I haven't seen her in that many things as of yet. But I like her.
there was something that she said about there is no struggle worth talking about or no trauma worth talking about or something like
When
that.
they was talking about the baby and the miscarriage.
Maybe I think it might have been that. I don't remember exactly what the scene was, but I remember her. I vividly remember her saying something to that effect, and I drew automatically. My brain went to black women's role in the household, just in general.
Hey, Kev, you know what? I love you. You're so smart.
Yeah,
You're really smart.
thank you.
And I love that you're bringing this up on Mother's Day. I think it means more to me. But no, you're absolutely correct. And I think that that was what the reason of her whole role. And like Oz was saying, Dr. Umar's interview, he kept calling it the chocolate sister with the white dress. Everything he was talking about her, he just kept, I don't know her name, but the chocolate sister with the white dress. She was
Mm.
dope, bro. She definitely symbolized a lot of things, I feel like, in that movie. Even at the end when he died, like she told him she was gonna come back with the baby to, take him to the other side type shit. Like that shit was good as fuck. Really good movie.
And
A
now,
lot of
if I'm
symbolism.
really just sitting here and thinking about it, like the white shorty in the movie, she wasn't like a bad character. She actually had a real genuine heart from where I was looking at shit
And
from.
genuine
Like
intentions, but still, it
yeah,
wasn't her place to be there.
I think what I was getting from that was you could date a white woman. She could be genuinely a great person, but regardless of any of the things that who she is, just her, the fact that she's white, she can still indirectly cause your downfall just because white men might be jealous of it or whatever the societal things that issues that come from that.
And I also wonder, does she tie back to the Klansmen that sold him the slaughterhouse?
Well, what they made it out in the movie to be was that in the end, the people that sold him the slaughterhouse was a setup,
Right. They were gonna
and
die either way. That I think was the whole premise of the movie.
well, the
If it
two
wasn't
that
the vampires, it was gonna be the Klan.
right, but the white it was that white couple that the vampire went after in the beginning.
Yeah.
They were somehow related to the Klansmen.
Mm.
Yeah, feel free to name anything else that you seen in the movie. Maybe the
I'm telling you
music
that
rolling there.
dude's
Music
voice,
was
yo,
fire.
oh my god, like that shit rang through the whole movie theater. Like I felt that shit in my soul. His voice was so
Yeah.
unique. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a great
It was
performance.
also unexpected. Like I don't know why I didn't expect for him to be a singer. So like, you know what I'm saying? He had the little guitar or whatever and they showed him playing the guitar. But yeah, once he opened his mouth, I was like, Jesus.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
What do you think about the whole thing about
The
music?
river dancing? Nah, I'm playing. Sorry.
Well, no, the music piercing the veil through the dead and the
I believe
ancestors of
that
the past and the
wholeheartedly.
future and all that.
If you have any kind of, I guess, biblical understanding, you understand like the devil, when he was an
Right.
angel, was the angel of music. So
Yes.
the whole literature, yeah, all of that
Right.
stuff coincides with why people feel like music that is not of God is automatically demonic.
My favorite, my
That
favorite,
was quick.
my favorite song off the recent Kendrick album was the song with the Pac flip on it,
Yeah, reincarnation.
Reincarnate, and that's exactly what Kendrick was talking about,
Right.
and
I'm gonna
all
have
the
to listen to
different
that again.
eras of music because he was transferring from one artist to another throughout different times,
Mm.
and then
And I truly believe that's what happens because also with the whole like music industry and shit like that, it's a lot about like demonic possession and shit like that. So who's to say it's not the same demon jumping into different people and performing in different ways? You feel me? That's how they get this fame. It's through manifesting this demon type shit. That's why it's automatically demonic. Maybe their talent is not demonic, but that they're being used by like a
that
vessel
they're
of other
attracting
people. Exactly.
demonic figures. Yeah, and
Exactly.
it kind of plays into what the music industry is, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that
So
make a lot of sense.
yeah, I believe in all that shit as well. I think that shit was a real deep fucking scene, especially with obviously one of the most obvious scenes in the movie was when he started performing, and then you start seeing all these different eras of music, of black music.
Yeah. Even up into
From
the end, like OZ was explaining, where they came back at the end and it was still Michael B. Jordan and the white girl in the 80s now.
yeah,
You know
with the
what I'm saying?
Coogee
And he was the
sweater and
old
all that.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had the Coogee sweater on and
Yeah.
shit. She had the hoop earrings and all that. Yeah.
And there
Um.
was the symbolism when he went at the end. Remember when everybody dies or disappears into the fucking sun, and Sammy goes into the church to go see his dad, and he still has that piece of the guitar from
And he
him
won't let
killing,
it go.
and he wouldn't let that shit go. And
Yeah.
then also his eyes glimmered at the end, but it wasn't the red glimmer like the fucking vampires, but he still had a glimmer in his eyes, similar to what they had. I thought that was interesting. I don't know if that was like,
Oh, it's gonna be a part two.
I don't even know if it played to a part two. I feel like it was
No,
more
I
so
don't think
like
there could be a part two to that, but I
there
think
definitely could.
I don't see how because everybody died.
Well, no, not technically, because if you said at the end Michael B. Jordan is still alive with the white girl, they still out here making motherfuckers vampires. It wouldn't be stacking smokes anymore. It'd just be one of them. It'd be stacked.
It's hard to make a follow up to that without the
A
twins.
modern day. They did it back in the day, so what if they do it modern day or in the
But I
80s?
think the twins were such a
It was
pivotal
dope.
part of the movie that it's hard to see it.
And remember how he tried to play on his childhood, like, yo, you my brother, I'm never gonna leave you, and just come out here, it'll be so much better. Like that shit was crazy. The
You know what
manipulation
other
of the
thing?
vampire.
You speaking of symbolism, I wanted to. I think one of the parts that I just couldn't put my finger on was the part where in that music scene where they started showing all different eras from slavery to Africa to hip hop today to all that shit.
You keep leaving out the river dancing, and I'm mad that you're not trying to acknowledge that shit. What the
Well, yeah,
fuck was
all of
that?
it, all of it included. They threw in some Asian Chinese figures in there that I can't put my finger on what that means. Like the
And
tie
I haven't seen
between,
anybody else point that out either.
yeah, like I
It's
know that that
interesting.
was there
I
for,
peeped that shit
I
too,
know that
but
that was there
I
for a
just
reason. I just can't
I
figure out
just feel
why.
like I just feel like there's different immigrants, and there's more certain immigrants,
All
the
cultures
community. Yeah, exactly.
revert back to
Versus
black.
the superior white, for real.
That's what I think that
I
was.
like that theory. I like that theory that you have.
Yeah.
And
I feel
also that the white man tried to what's the thing? He tried to relate to
divide.
the black people by saying like, "Oh, my people been through shit too." Type. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember
that was a good one.
when originally the white villains, quote unquote, or the white vampire, um when
Start playing with the
he
banjo and shit.
when he was running away, he was all
That shit
shot
was
up.
funny.
When he was running away, he was all shot up and hurt. And there were people that were chasing him, and the people weren't white, they weren't black, they were
They were
They were
actually
natives.
Indians,
They were
Native
Indian,
natives.
Americans.
exactly. Native
Yeah.
American, exactly.
They was trying to kill that nigga. That's what it was.
And then you saw how since he was white and the person's home was white as well, it was like, nah, I'm gonna trust this white person just because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
white
yeah,
more
yeah.
than
That's a great point.
because
That's a
I
great
don't. But maybe the
than the
native was
native.
trying to
Yeah,
help him and save him.
yeah, yeah. You're right.
So
Yeah, I
That
ain't
was
that, but you're right.
that was a great point. I think another thing that I paid attention to. I don't know if anybody else caught on to that part, but when Michael B. Jordan walks into the Asian store,
You said he went into the store and
he
that the
goes into the
girl
little
went to go
Asian
get her
store.
parents.
The Asian daughter's at the desk. She don't know him. She looks
Yeah.
at him a little confused. He tells her to bring her parents. Her parents come. Turns out that her parents are cool as shit with him, known him since forever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody else looked at it like I did, but I was confused with that whole part. And I think that was done intentionally because what I've seen historically, shit. In what movie was that? Fucking was it Boys in the Hood, I think? When he walked in the store, remember the Asian owner of the store was like, "Oh, like getting the orange juice in your pocket or whatever it was."
Yeah.
Like in the hood, the Asians owned the stores and they were always racist and they always think that you stealing some shit.
Right. Mm. Right.
So I don't like the twist of that was that the owners of the store were actually cool with him and known him since forever,
Oh,
which
man.
in the hood isn't really what we know that to be.
Right. Right.
I know that was done intentionally. I just don't know why.
So the Asians was cool with the black
Yeah, they were cool as shit with him. They
people.
known him since forever, kind of thing. Like they basically their
Well,
friend.
typically, you would
well,
think
look,
that's how it should be
think
because they
about
know you. They watched you grow up.
think about back in history too. You even see that in Peaky Blinders as well.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know what that was there for, but I know that that was done intentionally because I was confused. I thought as soon as I saw Michael B. Jordan walk in there and there was a little Asian girl at the counter, I'm like, oh, she about to be racist as hell. Watch him the whole time.
Mm-hmm. How mad were y'all when that fucking
The Chinese
Asian
lady.
lady told them motherfuckers to come in?
I mean,
Um,
I knew it was gonna come at some point
they invited them in. Yeah, like they was fucking with them, and eventually she was like, "Come on,
because the vampires can't get through the door unless you allow
and
them in.
they just flooded the fucking doors. Like, bitch, everybody about to die in here
Yeah, they were outnumbered by a lot. I knew that was gonna happen at some point because it's just part of like it had to happen
What do
basically.
y'all think about 10 freaky girls acting?
He was great. That role, he's supposed to be the fucking security guard, and he's getting paid like a high amount of money, so the vampires can't come in unless you allow them in. So he
Yeah, they
went out.
invite them in.
He went out there to take a piss, got bitten by all the vampires that was outside, got turned into a vampire. He came back up to the door and he kept asking them if he would come in when he was guarding the door all night.
Right.
So they were like, yo, something up with you. Why can't you just walk through? You've been in and out of here all fucking night.
Right.
That shit was funny as hell.
Especially how Michael B was looking at that nigga like, nigga, the door open. Like, what the fuck you mean? Can you come in here? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it kind of reminded me of the
Everybody turned around like, look, everybody at the
No,
door,
his
right?
attitude,
And then
Cornbread's
and look,
attitude.
they was like, nigga, what the fuck? Everybody started, what the fuck you mean? Can you come in here? Right. That shit was funny.
Nah,
Like,
his
nigga, you
attitude.
acting motherfucking weird, nigga. Stay the
His
fuck out there. Then
his
he kept saying
attitude.
it was probably that catfish, that old ass oil. Yo, the girl was like, don't fucking say nothing about my oil. Ain't never had nothing wrong with my oil. Yo, that shit was funny. That was some real black people moment type shit. I love that.
Not
Yeah,
the cat, not the catfish.
that scene was funny as fuck,
He
yo.
said I had to take a shit because they was like, "Yo, where the fuck you been at?" Because that nigga been gone for like 30 minutes. He
Nah,
told
the
the nigga to
old
watch
man,
the
the
door.
old man that kept reminding me of Derek throughout the entire movie.
I cannot.
Yo,
The
you a
one
He
from
kitty?
was
Brooklyn.
funny as shit,
Wait,
yo.
who? What are you
Oh,
talking
word.
about?
Yeah.
Who
The
reminds you of
musician,
Derek?
the musician dude that was always drinking and shit, and he was the comedic
Oh,
relief
yeah,
throughout the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit was funny as hell when he almost bit Michael B. Jordan's arm, and he shot Cornbread in the head, and the dude was like, "Oh shit!" He like, I think I just shit myself.
Yo, that was
Word.
funny. He said, "Y'all smell that?" They was like, "What?" I think I just shit myself.
Not I think I shit.
His character was hilarious. I love him as an actor, and
Very
anything
much
he's
needed.
ever fucking been in is great.
I think he was very much needed in the movie, and the fact that he
Word.
died also told me again he was a
Same.
musician. A musician at the time has always been, and to this day has always been um tied to
Alcoholic.
some demonic shit.
But that alcoholic shit,
Right,
gluttony is
right.
the
The
shit.
alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
He was drinking all night, and the fact that Michael B. Jordan told him, "Yo, I'll pay you however much it was." He said he would pay him. He was gonna pay him double what um the other
The
people that
other
had
two
hired
joint was
him.
paying him, yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, but they gonna pay me consistently. You're not gonna pay me consistently.
And they
You
let me
might
drink
not."
all night, is what he said.
Right, and then he offered him some fucking beer that he had never drank, and this is right after prohibition, so obviously
Yep.
you didn't really have all that much access to it, and because of the beer, he accepted going with him. So again,
Yep.
another sin.
And the reason why he died.
Gluttony.
All the shit that Kendrick was talking about on that album,
Pride
all the shit that he was telling Drake throughout that whole beef, it was all rooted. It was all here in this movie. It was all present.
is the devil.
I think Kendrick should have been in this movie.
I'm dead. He should have. He would have smoked that shit. He would have smoked that role.
Yeah, not. Is
Any
there
role.
anything else I'm missing here that I'm forgetting right now?
Um. Oh, the comedic joint when Michael B. Jordan shot them niggas in the street before he went in the little Asian joint.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit was funny, yo. He was like, "Oh, that's you? I didn't know that was you." He was like, "Yo, get him a rag, get him out the road,"
Yo,
and
even
walked
the
off
fact,
on his ass.
you know what's funny? I like that you brought that up because it reminded me of something too. Again, the tie between past and future. If I'm looking at Michael B. Jordan and his brother, they were probably richer than any of the black people in this movie. They probably were richer than most of the white people in this movie as well. And it all came by way of crime.
True.
From stealing from casinos and banks or whatever the fuck they were stealing from.
Oh, okay.
However, the reasoning behind it was, they gave a little bit of backstory of who their father was and how one of them killed the father because he was super abusive and
Yeah.
they didn't really have shit growing up. So they were kind of on some means to survive kind of shit.
Yeah.
It goes all the. It reminded me of the fucking dope boys of the 90s.
Mm.
And then even their demise, how they both ended up being killed in the end anyway.
Yep.
It kind of goes to how all the dope boys either ended up dead or in jail.
Yep.
Only answer.
Wasn't no smooth way out.
It was awesome. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You didn't come in here hating on that shit.
Nah, it was dope. It was dope. I definitely, I'll probably watch it again to be honest.
This is the
I was,
second
I
time
was
you
definitely,
surprised me. The
I
first
was
time
definitely
was the Kendrick shit.
Huh?
What Kendrick shit?
The
over analyzing the songs and shit.
the Super Bowl. How
Um,
you was against all of us.
Mm.
Oh, I hated the Super Bowl.
Oh, I hated the Super Bowl.
Niggas dumb.
I
Niggas
hated that shit.
dumb.
I still
nah, it was
hate
a
that
great
shit.
movie. I enjoyed myself.
I understood
I
the
love it.
Kendrick shit.
I want to watch it again to now reanalyze it.
I do too. There's definitely some shit in there that I'm sure I'm missing. I think
I,
also just like Kendrick, a lot of people are going out there with internet theories that are like, you're digging too deep now.
I feel like that's the era we live in now, so it's expected, and I feel like niggas play into that. Kendrick is one person who does that too. Well, I'm gonna leave it to your
Interpretation.
interpretation. You go with this shit wherever you want to take it. I don't even care.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I feel like it was done like that on purpose on some Easter egg shit. Like,
Well, that's when your perception is what it is. You know what I mean? Then
it's the reality.
it becomes subjective.
But that's art.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
art.
But that's music, that's art, that's painting. Yeah, it's subjective. It's
That's
what
acting. Yeah.
touches you. What do you resonate
Right.
with? It's not.
Right.
There's no wrong or right to it.
Yeah. Great movie. Wish I could watch it again for the first time, but that's not
Watch
how
it.
things work. Nah, it was really great, yo.
Well,
Like
I guess I'll
like
enjoy
honestly,
watching it. I'll watch it like I watched it twice because I'm gonna be looking for what y'all gonna say. So.
right?
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh.
Right,
I
right. That's
you know
what
what? For me, it was like
that's gonna be me watching it.
I went into the movie theater thinking, yo, no expectations really. Like I'm gonna just I didn't really read into anything that was on the internet, no reviews or anything, because I wanted to go in there with my own thoughts.
Yeah.
Fresh mindset.
Yeah, but like it was one of the best movies that I've seen in a long time. I'll say that.
Oh. The
That's
cinematography
great.
was actually very, very, very great. Like that shit was beautiful. Them cotton fields, that shit look crazy.
Yo,
Yeah, it did look crazy, right?
Cinemark got that special theater where you got like the JBL speakers and the bigger screen and all that shit. I want to go and watch it there.
Yeah.
I want to see that shit in IMAX, nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll spend the bread to see that in IMAX now that I've seen it.
What else we got? What else we got? I got my lean story. I don't know if I want to tell it now.
I really
Uh,
want you to tell the story. I've been in anticipation since yesterday. I really don't appreciate it.
my lean story.
I said, your lead story?
Yeah. So yesterday I was serving us some drinks outside. It reminded me of when I used to drink lean, and Micaela started inquiring about how that was. And then it reminded me of a specific day that I was off the lean with Ozzy the Don in the story.
I already know what you're about to say, because me and Jason was talking about it last time I was in Jersey.
Boy, you really. So it's fresh in your mind then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell the story. Michaela, are you here?
I am listening. I'm
Okay,
all ears.
great. Great, great. So this
Present.
is what happened. At the time, we were in high school. I was working 12-hour shifts on the weekends. Real good job. Paid handsomely at the time. So I sacrificed my weekends, my senior year of high school, to take this job, right?
Uh-huh.
Cool. 11 p.m. to 11:30 in the morning. So I haven't slept all night. I get out of work. One of my homies out there tell me, yo, I got the plug for some lean. I got an entire bottle. Cool. Let's meet up. We'll serve a
Nut ass
couple.
nigga.
We'll go
I
home.
can't.
We'll
Yeah,
go
you
home. So here's what
Because
happens.
I ain't participating in that in
Whenever
that in
I
that buffoonery.
whenever I drank some lean, I was pouring it into a cup. And yeah, I don't. None of this whole story is advising anybody to drink. I don't condone it. I didn't know any better back then. So what I would
That
do
that
is
that's why you had Ozzy the Don around, man. Give you good advice. Doing nut
I
ass
would
shit.
have I would put ice in the well not I wouldn't put the ice in the cup right away. I would put the lean in the cup to mix with the Sprite and then throw the Jolly Ranchers in there, let it sit overnight. In the morning I wake up, put some more Sprite in it, throw some ice in it, fresh Jolly Ranchers, and that's how it would go. Don't you know that this motherfucker? Let me see. What can I? Let me give him a fake name. Mikey.
Not
Mike.
Mikey. Mikey.
So my boy at the time, Mikey, alias. Don't you know he had a full cup of lean, and he took the full cup, not the full cup, the full bottle of lean, And don't you know he takes the full entire bottle of lean and pours it into a 2 liter Sprite?
Oh
In the
God.
Sprite.
But you only supposed to take like what, couple tablespoons of that shit, right?
Yeah, like a cup or two of it, and then you should be good. He
So a
poured
whole
the
bottle of
entire
that shit.
bottle into a 2 liter.
Nah, he tripping still.
Niggas be having it.
It's not enough
Niggas be
dilution, is
having
what I'm
it in the
thinking.
little Sprites.
That's
He
what
put
I'm
it in the
saying.
big Sprite and put a bunch in that shit.
Okay,
You
go
know what I'm
ahead.
saying?
I'm listening.
So Mike didn't know any better. He was a
They
young
was
dumbass.
they was throwing Jolly Ranchers and pills in them too. That
Oh
niggas
my
was nuts.
God.
They be
Oh no, no,
stupid,
I
bro.
wasn't doing no pills.
Nah,
Fuck
I know
that.
you wasn't,
But
but
Mikey ends up serving me maybe 4 cups of this lean, whatever. We go on about a day. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna go home and go to sleep because I haven't slept all night. I go to McDonald's, drop top, 19 years old.
I can't not drop down.
I ain't feeling shit yet. I'm good. I ain't feeling shit yet.
You think?
So I'm good.
You think?
I, I go into the McDonald's, order my food, come back out the McDonald's, sit in the drop top, start eating my food.
That shit hit you.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm eating a fry at a time. All good. All good. And then out of nowhere, super slow motion.
Oh shit.
Super slow motion.
Yo.
I'm starting to eat the fries real slow.
You feel it.
He started hearing
At least
chopped
in
and screwed music.
yeah, at
It's
least
the
in my
bird,
brain.
it's
At
the
least in my
bird.
brain. At least in my brain, it was real slow. I started
I
eating my fries. Last thing I remember, I see a text message from Ozzy the Don.
Uh
Yo, where you at? And I don't remember if I replied or not.
that shit was like early in the day too.
This was about 2 p.m., 3 p.m. maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
Then I wake up. It's a lot darker than it was when I first got there.
oh.
To UGK playing in the background. So.
No, it was Ozzy the Don in the passenger seat with the top up all the way up. Now the windows are all the way up, and I hear him talking to me like he's Juicy J.
I can't.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
I just hear him like fucking. I don't know. DJ Screw was fucking
Amor,
producing
el café
whatever the
mediano.
fuck he was saying.
El café
He said
mediano.
DJ Screw.
Nah.
Yeah,
I
so Ozzy the
say,
Don starts speaking to me in chopped and screwed.
Can't.
Cash
Like,
in the
yo, what
bank.
we doing and all this shit, right?
We
Yeah.
getting blow.
Can't.
And
el
what
café
do you think Ozzy the Don does next?
What does he do, sir?
Take a wild guess at how Ozzy the Don handled the situation.
Oh shit, I was
He
unmuted. My
skipped
fault.
accountability
Skip
Wow.
and
accountability. Wow.
Damn, yeah, just attack me like always. Go
Just
ahead,
just
I'm listening.
as always.
I'm listening.
Like always.
Go ahead.
play
What?
victim
What?
like he
What?
always does. Kev, you got me out here and you fucked up. You know how this shit make me look? I can't get no pussy. You out here fucking slowed and chopped and screwed. He left you.
Oh shit.
If in the event that he did do that,
If
I don't remember any of it.
in the event
I
that he
can't
did do that.
if in the event.
What I do remember is waking up at 9 o'clock at night in the car with the windows up and the top down, and Ozzy the Don nowhere to be found. So to this day, I don't know if he was really in that car or if that was
I'm
in my head.
crying. He was like,
Yo,
did I
that's cat.
hallucinate?
Did I dream that
Good
shit?
thing I'm about to walk out this bakery so I can
I don't
explain
know
what
if the
really
lean
happened.
made me
He
think
said
he
so I
was
can
in the
explain
car
what really happened.
I'm crying.
Yeah, you
or if
tripping,
he was
bro.
really in the car and really just left me out there till 9 o'clock at night.
Yo,
Nah,
I
nigga.
can't.
Alright.
In that
Alright,
water.
go ahead. Hyper go ahead. Say what I gotta
Go
say. I'm about to
ahead.
walk
Go
out of here.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to walk out in a
Oh, you
bit.
need a hug.
So around 9 o'clock
Nah, I'm
at night,
chilling. I'm
remember
about
I
to eat.
got there around 2, 3 o'clock, and I'm leaving now at 9 o'clock at night after I took the good nap at the McDonald's parking lot in Elizabeth in the hood
And
Yeah,
by
nobody
no longer
myself.
called the
there.
police on your ass? Because most people, when they see a motherfucker passed out in a car like that, they calling somebody. Yo,
Nah,
check
nah,
on
Well,
we
I
him.
was
did
He
in
him
the
a
might
hood.
be dead.
I did him a favor,
We
but
was in the
go
hood.
ahead, go on.
We was in the hood. Nobody's calling the
Shit,
cops.
crackheads die every day.
Yeah, that's a fact.
and nobody
And we
cares.
was in the bad part too.
We was in the hood. Nobody give a
Niggas
fuck about me.
OD every day.
So yeah, I woke up. I felt fine. I was still a little groggy, but I felt fine. I went home. To this day, I can't believe. I refuse to believe that OG the Don just left me there. So I would like for him to clarify
To
whether that he was
explain
actually there that day or not.
What really happened? Ah,
what really
And
happened.
OZ the Don has great memory, so he's about to tell you a
Yeah, I
play by
do.
play of what happened that night.
You damn right. Let me walk out of here.
You're damn right.
damn Skip.
Let me walk out of here. Everybody just looking at me and shit, talking out loud. Yeah, I'm about to walk out of here. All right, so my brother hit me up and I was like, "Yo, what you want? What you doing?" He didn't tell me he did any of this bullshit. He might have. So maybe I that's probably why I
You
even went to the
tell me he
location with
did
more
that in
concern.
bull.
So whatever. He hit me early on in the day. I'm like, "Yo, where you at? What you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm at McDonald's." I'm like, "All right, bet. You at McDonald's, cool." Um, my mom was probably using the car and shit, so I didn't really get to use the car until the later. And then I hit him up again, and he ain't answer. He ain't say nothing. So I'm like, "What the fuck this nigga on?"
Mm.
And I'm like, "Yo, it was kind of odd, cause this nigga, you know what I'm saying, he be bored on the weekends. He just always want to smoke a Mizzy and shit. He used to pick me up to smoke Mizzies and shit." And I'm like, "You know
What's
what,
up,
son, ain't
Mizzy?
right.
I'm out.
A Mizzy is a black and mild. That's what we used to call it. We used to call
All
it
right.
Mizzies.
And my name was Busy
It's
Man.
like, we used to call him Mizzy man. 'Cause he used to always want to smoke a fucking Mizzy.
Yeah, that was my name in the hood.
Not
It's
the
like,
Mizzy, man. It's crazy.
so,
Italian
oh, you on
mob.
the
Go ahead.
phone? So then I'm like, all right, something's wrong. So I'm like, all right, something wrong. Let me see if this nigga's still at the McDonald's. So I'm like, all right, I finally get the car. I'm in the Honda. I'm in the Accord, something that, we couldn't afford. And I pull up, and this nigga's still there with the window, like the top down. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, you straight? You straight? Now, I don't remember if he had, like, told me that he was on some shit or not, but I knew that he was talking about it at one point. So it might have slipped. He may have told me. I think he might have told me in that moment. So I'm like, nigga, you bugging, nigga. I'm like, let's go, bro. Like we out, nigga. Like, what's good with you? Like, you can get in my car. Like, just leave your car here. Yeah. Nigga was gone, bro. I'm like, yo, what are
This
you
was
saying
probably
right?
when he started talking to me in Chopped and Screw.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with this nigga? And I'm like, damn, bro. So it came to a point where he was just like, fuck this shit, and he just laid his head down. I'm like moving, I'm like, yo, you good. Check this pulse. Like, all right, this nigga's straight. He just smacked. This nigga got the top down though. He was
Not I
locked up
checked
with
his
somebody.
pulse, yo.
Yeah, because this nigga just put his head down, like, make sure my boy's good. So I'm like, you know what, bro? I don't got
Oh,
time for
oh,
this
okay,
fuckery.
okay, okay,
I was
okay.
gonna
Hold
say
on,
I'm waiting for the rest of that. Go
hold
ahead,
on, hold
Kev.
on. I remember a little part now. I do remember a little part now. I remember him talking and Chopped and Screwed and saying, "Yo, you good? You good? You good? You good?" Well, it wasn't like that. It was like, "You
Yo,
good?
good.
Yo, you
You
Yeah, he was
good?
good?"
smacked. Like his
Nigga
eyes
used
was
to used
I
to
definitely
remember
like.
that.
Like Michaela, you seen how Kevin looked over the weekend, so you see his eyes are mad deep inside of his skull. So he was
I can't.
definitely like
you're
had
dumb.
bags and shit. He was lit.
He looked
So
So
I
so
remember. Hold on, I remember looking over slowly and recognizing OZ the Don and
what's up,
thinking, "How
Pump?
the fuck he get here?"
Sorry.
And then I was like, he was saying, "Yo, you good? You good?" And I'm like, and I remember just my mouth was wide open, but
no,
I couldn't speak. Pause.
no.
And I just looked at him and shook my head no. And then I took,
Yeah, he was lit.
and then
No, nigga, I'm not good.
I tilt my head back,
I'm dying,
and
man.
lights were out.
I'm
Okay,
dead.
so let me tell you what I did. Mind you, he sent me that text early, and it was probably like 2 hours, 3 hours later till I pulled up. So that nigga was probably like chilling on his phone, and eventually it hit him, and he just stood there. And
It's
at this
crazy
point, I'm
that
like,
you decided to still go to the McDonald's because I don't know. I wouldn't have thought 2 or 3 hours later that he would still be at the McDonald's. But
But that
I
was
guess
hood.
I'm glad that you
but
did
if
think like that.
That was hood
yeah,
special.
of course, I'm fucking not gonna, cause we come from like the hood, like we gotta be hip, like niggas is hip, so anyways, like even with that being said, like I'm like, yo, if this nigga's just sleeping with the top down in the convertible. Niggas could do whatever, bro. Like for real,
Asking
for
me to
real.
Yeah.
rob Jersey.
Like
That
take the car, like we and this is in the hood, like this is in the hood where he was at. Like
rob.
the hood is McDonald's you can go to actually. I got robbed over there at gunpoint at one point, for
Oh
some
wow.
sneakers.
6X.
So I know that place. It's like around Bayway Circle type shit.
Mhm.
So you can block that out. But so I'm like, yo, you know what, bro? This guy is not responding. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like literally put the top up because he wasn't like moving at all. I tried to shake him and all, he wasn't moving. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just put the top up because I had to do shit anyways. I couldn't just. I'm gonna put the
Sit there.
top up. Yeah, I'm gonna put the top up. Yeah, because it was my mom's car. It's limited time. So I
Was
put the
it
top
was
up.
it cold?
Nah, it was more warmer.
Like
It was
summertime.
warmer. So I put the top up. It would have been different at that point if it was hot. Then I'm like, nah. And it was already getting like the sun was going down.
Late. Okay.
Yeah. So I put the top up and I locked the door from like obviously once I put the key, I got the keys. 'Cause I think the keys were in the ignition at one point. Actually, yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
I think your shit might have been turned on. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Just sitting.
Um,
About to run
Either
that.
that or you just like had it on. So I was like, oh shit. So I turned it off. After
He's
I put
about
the
to run
top
out of
up,
gas.
I actually took the keys out the ignition and I kind of like hid the keys. So he won't like if he's like still drowsy trying to drive, he won't be able to find it. Like it won't be that easy. You gotta be completely sober to find that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happened. Then I just kept calling him, like checking up. And then actually I think I pulled up again, he was still there, but this time I actually got to wake him up.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Nigga was tweaking.
Well, at least he
And
had
that's Molly's
a
story.
real friend in his corner, sir.
I was gonna say, I don't know. After the second time, I definitely would have called the fucking ambulance. This nigga dead.
Nah,
Fuck.
I wasn't gonna do him like that. That's
Now
one thing
look,
you don't do from where we from. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends if it's very severe. So I was like,
Ozzy had a
I mean,
seizure
I
off
was
of
a
weed,
kid. We
and
was
we
we
ain't
was
call
like
no ambulance.
16 too. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine that you would have went through is let's say the second time you pulled
Then
up,
just
that
let
nigga
me
was
die.
dead?
Then just
yeah,
let
that's
me
true,
die.
man.
Because
Hey,
we don't
bro, we
want
was young, bro.
one thing we don't want.
And one thing I did, and
Look,
one thing
look,
I
It's
did
let me tell you
learn.
immigration.
something,
Nah, I'm playing.
Michaela, right now. Let me tell you so. Let me inform you a little bit about Spanish culture, real quick.
Uh-huh.
One thing you'd rather do, like
It's
Ozzy. I
die.
seen Ozzy damn near have a seizure off of being
Let me
dehydrated,
die. Bring
smoking
me to
weed
the
and shit.
hospital.
Yeah, you could have. I'm sorry,
The
bro.
Oh
last
my
thing we
mama.
want, we knew damn well we rather die in the circumstances that we chose than go to the hospital and wake up and your
Yeah,
Spanish
that's true.
mother's there and now you're gonna die a different way.
Now
You
you got a whole
almost
bill to
died
pay.
on me.
You're gonna die a different way.
Yeah. Chancleta.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
mad
don't even mind
dramatic
this.
too.
Fuck with it.
Hispanic women are
I
One day,
so
like
hey,
that
fucking
shit.
next week I'm
dramatic,
coming
bro.
in here and I'm telling the story about OZ the Don passing out for weed.
Nah, you ain't about to expose me like that, nigga.
Now
You
we
told
doing it.
your story. I'll tell my story whenever I feel like it, nigga.
Did you say passing out over weed?
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
when I didn't drink water at all.
Twice.
And I
Okay,
used to
so
be out
we
all the time.
Y'all crazy.
I don't care if you tell that story on the pod, but we need a group phone call for that one. I need to know this information.
Content over everything. COE.
Content over everything.
I mean, I'm not into exposing as
Oh, he don't
my
gotta tell
brother,
his
my
version.
counterpart.
I'll tell my version of the story.
I'll tell my version of the story with
You know
my
what?
added
It don't
upgrade.
It's
matter.
like it's
I
like
don't
when we
mind
do the
it.
doc. It's like when they do
I,
the documentaries and they reach out to the person that the documentary is about and they
Right.
decline.
And they
Okay,
decline.
he
So now
declined, but we
and
everybody
still
else
uh,
is
telling the
fucked up.
nah,
documentary.
I'll accept the exposure and embarrassment. Cause I was young. I was still not an adult, so I haven't. That shit hasn't happened to me since I've been an adult. But I did
Nigga, you
pass out a
still
couple
be
times.
fucking day drinking and fasting.
And dehydrated.
Yeah, but I don't pass out.
So that's another form of dehydration.
Nah, I drink a gallon. I drink
You
more than
still
a gallon.
doing it.
I drink more than a gallon of water a day,
And and
and I don't drink juice like that.
and I'll tell
But you
that
drink
story, and then
motherfucking beer, cerveza.
Yeah,
I'll tell that story, and then I'll try to have a guest on here to tell the other story about the
I
other time that he passed out.
this nigga, bro.
Not a. I'll have
because
a.
I wasn't there for the first time.
Oh, so you gonna try to bring somebody else to try and create? This nigga is fucking an op, yo.
Now he's a fucking op.
He's a
Yo, I
fucking
saw
op,
this
yo.
fucking meme on Instagram the other day.
Like
They said
something.
bitches always say they
My
got
fault.
ops but no opportunities. Yo, I was
Wait, hold on.
screaming.
I got one question. I shouldn't be mad that he left me there.
Yes.
Bro, I mean, I don't. Bro, 16. What you want me to do, man? Like, you want me to call an ambulance or you want me to call your
No,
dad or something?
no, stay
No.
there.
I wasn't gonna
Just
drag
sit
your
with
ass
me.
out the car and throw you, like, kidnap you, throwing mine, nigga. Especially in the McDonald's, there was mad niggas fucking going through the
I'm just
drive-through.
seeing you drag this nigga body from one car to the next.
Yeah, what the fuck I look like in the fucking McDonald's drive-through that's jam-packed? Niggas looking at me as I close your fucking convertible, nigga. You're
Yo,
wildin',
he would
bro.
have been on the 8 o'clock news. Teen boy
Yo, oh
kidnaps
God,
another
bro.
boy
Yeah, that
in
shit sound
King Island.
horrible. Horrible. Look, the
He
person
would
I'm with right
he
now
would have had
laughing
him
at
on
that
World
shit
Star.
too. That
He
sounds
would have had him
ridiculous.
on World Star and shit.
Yeah, World Star.
Mac
Yo, look what that
PD.
nigga doing over there. What is he doing? You just drug him or something? What the fuck? Oh
Oh, see
shit. You
yo,
know
they
how
would have had
odd
his
that would
face
look?
on. They would have had his face on CNN next to the Elizabeth Terrace.
Yo, the
Yo, there
funniest
was
shit
already
is
people
I
looking too.
literally can see that in my head, like OZ fucking arms under cab, dragging him. Come on, bro. It's gonna be all right, bro. Come file me, man. I can't take accountability for this.
They giving me shit right
This
now.
entitlement to the drugs.
that shit like that shit like
Yeah,
straight
cause
out of a
you know
Dave
what's
Chappelle
crazy?
skit.
Cause I'm gonna let you hold yourself like just like I am now. You gonna hold yourself accountable for your decisions. So I told that nigga though, don't be doing no stupid shit. He did it, man. That's what's consequences. I said.
He did it.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, he still did it. And look like dumbass was McDonald's. Thank God nobody called no cops on him. But if I bet you the person was black, they would have called the cops on him.
Hell yeah, you already know that shit. My
Yeah, but they saw his
Nah,
little poppy eyes looking a little more light skinned and shit. Look at this little
brother.
white. Look at this white guy. Probably worked all
This white
day in
guy.
his little
This white
convertible.
guy.
Look at this young old man. He's probably just tired after eating a fucking Big Mac. It's okay.
nah. They said these
After eating
Mexicans.
the
You know, these
Big Mac.
Mexicans work hard.
If it would have been a black
He
motherfucker,
said
oh,
they
that
know these
motherfucker high.
Mexicans work hard.
That nigga probably did some drugs. He probably did some drugs. He probably just we got to call the ambulance.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember one time I fell asleep in my car and the cops pulled up on me. They thought I was drugged. I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Speaking of drug, the Diddy trial has started, and I don't know anything about it.
Y'all heard they ain't had no camera, no nothing. I'm like, they ain't letting no information out of that bitch.
Yeah, I don't know shit about the Diddy trial right now. I just know that they put out a little picture of him looking evil as hell.
Crazy.
Diddy trial still going on, bro?
It just started
Again? Or, well, not again, right?
and never
Nothing
started.
happened. Already. Yeah, it
Just
never
started.
started. It was just nothing but allegations.
Yeah, but there's no press allowed in there. The sketch artists made they say that the sketches that they're putting out are super accurate and that Diddy's like got all white
Oh,
hair now. I also heard somebody who was in there say Diddy stared down everybody in there.
That's wild.
They're doing
Intimidation tactics.
All right.
they're doing jury selection this week. Anybody saw the drawing?
huh?
Yeah, with Puff looking
Yo,
like
why he look
like
so
Santa
Okay.
Claus,
damn?
looking like Santa. I say, yo, he can't use the Beijing in there, man.
Yeah,
Can't
now we talking about, like,
can't use the
this shit.
Beijing. Can't use the Beijing in jail, baby.
They say Diddy look.
Yo,
They say Diddy look evil even in the drawings.
Yo, swear to
You
God, he
say
look
he
like
look
a villain.
more
even in
evil
the
than Diddy.
drawings.
He looked like the Riddler, the
That nigga,
Diddler,
that nigga
I didn't know.
villain for real.
Yo,
sitting
what
in
happened
there
to the
Ali.
looking.
mayor of Newark? Yo, so to you
Oh,
Jerseyans, I got a
yo,
question for the
Kev showed us that
Jerseyans.
video.
I can't hear you.
I was gonna ask the Jerseyans, you and Derek, what happened to the Newark mayor? Supposedly you went to like a ice thing, ice little facility, got locked up or some shit.
We'll
Yeah, I don't know
yeah,
what happened with that. He got locked up, but I don't know why. It
And
was
we'll
weird.
and
get
then
to
he
the
gave a speech and he was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have gotten locked up," which I agree. Shit,
we'll
looks
speak
pretty bad.
we'll speak on the Newark mayor before after we speak on the New
Okay,
York
yeah,
mayor.
that's dope.
So Mayor Adams was at some kind of event with a bunch of Dominicans, and he was dancing with some of the mommies there, and this was the outcome of the
For real?
music. Yeah, this
No
was the
way.
outcome of the music, and we want to hear what you think about these little slaps that they made.
These
Oh, I didn't even
digital
hear this.
slaps.
El mejor alcalde, el mejor alcalde, el mejor alcalde.
That's funny as hell.
The mayor. The
So, on
mayor.
behalf of the Dominicans and Dominican Prime Minister on the pod,
Dominican Prime Minister on the pod.
what do you have to say about that little slap?
What you got to say about that little
All I
slap,
gotta
Wow?
say is that my peoples, they making slaps. Them bows, you know what I'm saying? Shit. They ain't gonna make slaps.
I said my people's made the slap.
So
Yeah,
you
bro.
don't think
We the kings of music.
so you,
Got the
you don't think
bachata, the salsa, the
so
merengue,
you
all
don't
of them.
find nothing wrong about them saying Eric Adams, Eric, Eric
Yeah,
Adams,
you a
It
el
sounded like
dumbass.
mejor
a was it
alcalde,
a
Eric Adams, el mejor alcalde, Eric Adams.
hey bro, we do whatever, bro.
Yeah,
He said we do whatever, bro.
Bruh, my sister, my older sister from my mom's side, she came to DR. She came from DR to the States at like 12, 14. So she was playing all that perverted ass dembow and shit. So that shit grew on me. I already know what's up.
Dominicans gonna party wherever the fuck they
Yeah,
can.
it don't even matter. We'll make a music out of anything. Like,
Crazy.
yeah, we're gonna make a song out of anything.
Oh yeah,
They remix it.
the Newark mayor that you were talking about, he got arrested. So what happened was he was protesting an ICE detention center that opened up in Newark. That it's a private detention center, which in the state of New Jersey is actually illegal. And but Trump and that administration don't give a fuck about any laws, so they opened up a private detention center, ICE detention center in Newark, and the mayor's against it. He went with a bunch of people. They arrested him for trespassing, even though he was supposed to be there touring it or whatever. The governor, Phil Murphy, he's asked for his release immediately. It's a whole shit show. Yeah, that's what I got.
That's what I got. That's all I know.
Mm, sounds crazy.
Trump don't give a fuck about anything. But
Man,
since we're on New Jersey, do not fly into Newark Airport. Is what some of the people who work in air traffic control there are
Yeah,
saying.
that's another thing.
They're
why?
saying
You getting
they're
blackouts.
saying they're saying Newark Airport has the most delays and cancellation of any airport in the world right now. They're facing a lot of staffing issues because, like Ryan said on the pod a while ago, Trump is trying to privatize the FAA.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, remember we talked about that when your friend was on here. That
Yeah.
was when they first introduced the
So
idea of it.
he's been defunding the FAA, and what's
Okay,
happening
then.
is since they're being
You getting
defunded,
smokers?
a lot of people are being let go, and now they're understaffed at damn near every airport. So it is safe to say it's not really safe to fly right now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what's happening in Newark
Oh,
is that
word? Okay.
they're having mute yourself when you go talk to your little girlfriend outside.
Yo,
Nah,
my fault. I thought I did. Relax. God
with
damn.
your
Little,
little
yeah,
girlfriend.
This
little
is the
girlfriend
eighth
is
time. This is
crazy.
the eighth time he did this on today.
Ooh.
Fine.
Yeah, go
Babe, you
ahead. Tell
okay?
him. Tell him. The
Uh,
disrespect. Go ahead.
So
Yeah, yeah. Disrespect.
don't try to sneak her on the
I
pod now.
Try to sneak her on the pod now.
You heard him?
I told
Yeah,
you.
tell
I've
him.
been
What
Tell
he
him.
told
say?
you
What he
about
say?
this.
I didn't hear him. What he
I've
say?
been told you. You've been trying to
What
do
he say?
this.
I didn't hear him.
He tried to sneak her on the pod. You ain't hear that shit?
I ain't hear it
Babe,
now.
tell him stop being disrespectful.
Yeah, tell him. Tell him.
She cracking up right now.
He think he fucking 50 on stage trying to pull a fan onto the stage or some
I
shit,
can't.
right? Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Nah, he see Breezy. He taking niggas girls on the
Usher,
stage and humping
where the
them.
cherries
And
at?
shout out, yeah, and shout out to Shorty because we ain't trying to be mean, but Ozzy
I'm
gotta
dead.
gotta shut the fuck up.
I was gonna say, you don't know what we go through with this nigga.
Yeah, fuck
The
out of here.
reason why we talk shit is because of a lot. You gotta go
Yeah,
back a couple pods to understand the
yeah,
history
and fuck
behind it.
Boston.
We're a bunch of assholes.
Fuck
You know what I'm saying?
Boston.
But
Fuck
he's the
Boston.
biggest asshole of us all. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Yo,
I
you
think
a
gas came
op.
from a
Y'all some
that was buying
ops.
gas. So
All
you
y'all
gotta
niggas.
communicate. Like you gotta have you got
You
everybody's
got the board
communicating
back,
with
huh?
motherfucking people at the fucking you know what I'm saying? Like everywhere, bro.
You everywhere. You asshole.
Y'all some ops, yo.
That's all, folks.
I'm crying. Liar.
Well, yeah,
I
that's what's
don't know
happening
why
at
he
Newark
is
Airport. They're understaffed and they need to repair certain shit. Like, and they're losing signal with the fucking airplanes that are in the sky, actively
Yeah,
trying
they're
to land.
falling out of the sky. Literally, ever since he started that talking that shit, it's been plane crash after fucking plane crash. Yo, that shit is weird.
There was a plane that fucking they lost connection with for 90 seconds, and the person who was working the ATC had to take a couple of days off because she was fucking traumatized by the whole event. So, yeah, that's what's happening right now. It's not really safe to fly, especially not into Newark Airport.
What's crazy is I don't feel safe to fly. Mm-mm. I really haven't felt safe to fly in a little while. I'd rather jump in a car and drive
Yeah,
myself however
yeah.
many hours it is, cause fuck that.
New Jersey's going through a lot right now with Trump and that administration. A fucking um New Jersey Transit, the trains going in and out of New York, they're facing a lot of issues. They've been telling everybody to prepare for to work at home because the union for the drivers of the trains, they're
Conductors, uh huh.
yeah, the conductors, they're protesting for higher pay. NJ Transit is saying the wages that they're demanding would basically put them, in the red.
Who the like the Amtrak or wherever.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I feel like the demand has been more on the train because of everybody being scared to fly right now. Niggas still got to
Well, this
travel
is this
regardless.
is New
So
Jersey to New York, like
transit, okay.
so. The people who are going into New York, a lot of people go to New York using the NJ Transit, and this is disrupting a lot of people's livelihoods right now.
Yeah, because a
Mm,
lot of people don't even have a car. And I know
Yeah,
a lot of people I personally know a lot of people that are from Jersey or fucking Woodbridge, far as hell, and fucking take a train almost every day to go work in New York.
yeah, and then there's
it's
there's the
mass
path.
transit. Like, it's no point in having y'all. It's set up different. As it would be in Florida, it's way different. I never took the fucking bus in Florida. I barely even saw them motherfuckers. You feel me? Up north, them motherfuckers is running every 15 minutes. Like, it's more convenient in some areas than. But I guess
Yeah,
they're
and
saying
they're
now it's
trying
not.
to they're trying to set up certain stops like where they're gonna like it's kind of gonna be like a hub for the buses to show up there. Like there's one in Woodbridge Mall, for example. There's a couple of different places where they're setting them up for people to take the bus as an alternative.
Uh,
But they're saying that that's only gonna cover about 15% of the people who ride NJ
damn, only
the
fifteen
trains.
Yeah,
percent.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Because a train, you could definitely, the occupancy or how much people you could have on a train is way more than what a fucking bus is. And then imagine if you have to have that many extra buses on the streets, bro. We're not getting anywhere, bro.
Yeah,
Traffic's already bad.
and you already need to find a way to get to somewhere like Woodbridge Mall and shit like that. So yeah, it's a shit show. It's gonna affect the economy. It's a whole big problem right now. The NJ Path which takes you see
they just gonna
the
up the fares. Watch.
the NJ Transit takes you directly into Madison Square Garden and fucking Times Square and all that. But the Path train leaves you at Wall Street, which is where a lot of people work at.
Yeah. And a
The
lot of
Path
people migrate. They live outside of New York because it's cheaper
cheaper, yeah, yeah.
and are okay with commuting there. You feel what I'm saying? So
But
at the
yeah,
end of the day,
to add gas to the fire, no pun intended. The Path train shut down completely the other day because there was a fire on the Path train
oh
on
god,
the Path line, and then they put it out, and then
yeah.
after a couple hours, it caught on fire again. So
Oh my god.
yeah, it's a shit show in New Jersey right now. As a whole fucking there's a bunch of issues with New Jersey, especially the infrastructure over here. Like
Well, I'm gonna tell you
We
something. It's
talked
gonna.
about the sinkholes and all that shit a while ago. Those
Yeah.
the
I'm gonna
fucking
tell you.
forest fires, all that shit. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a good amount of time, but they could do their strikes right now while it lasts and try to hope for more money while it lasts once again. But I see it in the future. It's gonna take some time. That's just gonna be taken by There's gonna be no conductors. We're gonna be able to actually operate these shits through AI or fucking electronically,
well,
Definitely.
that's the thing
remotely.
about the union, though. The union
Yeah,
prevents
I
a
see
lot of
that
that shit
happening.
from happening.
I see that happening.
But all they're gonna
It's
do is
still gonna
raise
happen.
fares. They're gonna
Especially if you're saying that we're gonna go in the red, they're gonna fucking do it. They're already
right.
doing it. There's a McDonald's that opened in Cali that has no fucking employees. It's just
Yeah, but
robots.
what happens is that the union strikes deals with the NJ Transit and all these systems where they can never do that. Like that was kind of what happened with the what was it, the fucking
Why
shoremen.
not? Why not?
Shoremen.
Why can't they?
Because they have a deal with them. So part of the deal is
They
that they
can't
can't,
replace the
yeah, they
jobs.
can't be replaced by fucking AI or whatever it is.
Well,
Which is smart to think of that ahead.
Well, I don't know. I don't know for a fact that that's what's happening with NJ Transit, but I do imagine that it is because that's union and that's what happened with the shoremen.
hmm.
True. And they got what they wanted.
I think right. I'm in favor of strikes. Don't get me wrong. I'm in favor of the strikes. I think it gets a lot done, and I think
As
it
long as it
allows
makes
them.
sense.
Fucking the actor strike did a lot. I think for them that kept them from being replaced
But
by
movies
AI. I
have
feel
been
like we're
trash
gonna.
since then, low key.
Well, they've been ramping up now.
Yeah.
Like Sinners is a perfect
Right.
example of that. But I think all of these strikes are gonna continue to happen for the next couple of years, especially with fucking AI looming over our heads. So, and I'm in
And it's
favor
getting
of it.
better every day.
I'm in favor of it. They say AI is taking up so much energy, yo, that it's
Bro,
like,
it's convenient to be in favor of it. We're humans. We got robots replacing our livelihood. So yeah.
well, they say that AI right
They won't
now, like,
AI and hold
Replacing
on.
jobs.
AI and robot
Replacing
won't be
jobs is
convenient.
most important.
AI and robots won't be convenient to Americans unless all Americans or human beings in general, unless all human beings can actually take advantage of that. Where it's to a point where everybody's already established, and now you can actually produce at home with AI and robots. But not everybody has that fucking funds to actually have that.
you know what the problem is though? That we don't realize
You
the
get lit.
general public doesn't know. The general public doesn't know the power that it takes to run AI. Like
True.
AI, what it really is
Supercomputers and shit.
they're putting thousands of
Huh?
computers together.
A lot of energy.
So it takes up a shit ton of energy. So if we're already having a global fucking global warming issue, imagine what the effects of AI is gonna cause.
Hmm.
You got solar panels, bro. Solar panels are becoming solar energy is a new big thing.
Yeah, but this isn't being powered by
But
solar
again,
energy. It's
like you
being
said,
powered by
everybody
But
don't
electricity.
have the money to convert to that shit unless the government start giving out them
Programs,
fucking
funding.
funding for
Yes,
that shit again.
yes. Thanks for saying that because that's exactly what is actually going on, and I bet you in like the next 5, 10 years, everybody's gonna have solar panels on their fucking roof. And that's because the government is gonna fund it.
Well, I think in the next decade, it's gonna be a big decision on what the future looks like because I don't know if AI is. I don't think AI is the future. To be honest, I don't think it's gonna serve us long term. I don't think it's gonna really work for anybody long term. And
You're bugging.
a lot of conversations are happening about banning it altogether.
Now, if they ban it, that's a different thing. But you sound like the people that didn't want internet when internet first came out. They're trying
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
They're trying to do this.
This is a lot different though because the
Not
internet.
necessarily because there's a black. It has pros and cons, like everything that is either put out or censored, or to an extent.
Yeah, but
There's a
the
Okay,
black.
point.
Jay-Z
There's a
Yeah,
started
black.
this shit. Oh my
There's a
bad. Go
black
ahead.
market on the internet, and people are very much aware of it, and they still can't track it down. That's
yo,
why
you can't.
cybersecurity is the biggest fucking warfare that we're dealing with in this
But
world.
AI, the power. I suggest you read up on the power it takes to
Not
run AI.
I
Because
suggest is crazy.
I already using it, doing the chat GBT shit for essays and shit.
no, but I'm talking about the what runs AI. Like the shit that it takes to run AI is so fucking expensive. It's so fucking harmful to the environment that in the long term it's gonna put us in a much worse spot than the pros of it could give.
Mm. But
Like
do
the energy
motherfuckers
that it
care
takes.
about that?
I'm reading about all the water and the electricity and all the shit that it takes to power AI. It doesn't seem like it's gonna fucking sustain.
Do you know that I forgot what state it was in
Talking
America.
about IP, he ain't
I
fucking playing.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what state it is in America that if you put in a certain amount of solar panels or that whole state of solar panels, it could power the whole. Maybe I don't know if it was all of America, USA, or the whole world.
No, that was Elon. Yeah, it was for the whole country.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I mean solar energy is actually a benefit. I don't really think I could see a downfall to it right now.
AI is not running off of solar energy though. I don't know why you keep bringing up solar energy. It has nothing to do with AI.
Well, okay, so you're talking about all right, so you would have like your chips like Nvidia. You know, you have Chinese companies making these chips for your computers and shit to run all this, these processors and all that. I'm pretty sure that they're doing a very good job. The stock market is going up on it, so I think it's possible. China's already getting it to a T, and this is
Yeah,
why we
but
keep
if
saying
you're
that we got
talking,
to do it. That's why Donald
yeah, but
Trump
now
is
you're talking
huge.
about dollars. Now
This is why
you're
but hold
talking
on, I'm
about
also
dollars.
talking about crypto because this is why Donald Trump is also saying we got to get into crypto because if we let China get it first, that's it.
I don't believe that.
Absolutely, you
The
should.
first, see, I think you put too much stock into what tech does. The first things that go, and this isn't me. This is fucking experts saying this shit. The first things that go in the stock market all the time, anytime that there's any fucking issue economically, is gonna be all the tech stocks. Anytime that the stock market takes a massive hit, all the tech stocks get dropped first
Yeah,
Well, this
Yep.
is
because they're the
not the
most
topic
they're
of
the most
stocks.
high risk. They're the
This
most
is
high risk investments that there are.
yeah.
all right,
That's
but I'm just
that's
talking
right.
about. I'm not talking about the stock market in general. I'm talking about a company that's actually Nvidia that's producing mass chips. China
Okay, think about this.
that may
Think
be
about
able to
this.
process all this AI stuff that we talk
Okay, but
about,
think about this. If
and then
you're
you include solar energy because everybody's gonna have a computer or
okay, think
whatever.
about this. Think about this. How if you're a fucking Amazon or a Walmart, right? Or one of these big companies, and you're running off AI. How many computers does it take to run AI? First off,
Bro, there's different like you're gonna make me get into the IT specific, but there's ways of doing it, bro.
We don't know that answer. Shit.
there's thousands of computers put together to run AI. So if you're talking about a fucking tech that's gonna cost you however many fucking dollars and however much power, electricity, water wise, all of these different things, these resources are gonna cost to put into that. What happens when that system crashes?
Bro, yo, you know you're talking to a IT in the Navy,
And that's what
bro.
I'm asking you.
This is what we deal with is
What
the
happens when
cybersecurity. We
what
That's what I'm
happens when
asking
your
you.
little AI system catches on fire in the woods somewhere?
Ah, catches
yo, you
fire.
don't think this shit have
Your whole company's going under the ground because you built the whole company around the AI system. And
my
that's why it's too
brother,
high risk.
My
my
brother.
brother. Everything is with technology nowadays. Look at these banks. You think they don't go through certain attacks or like certain ISPs, internet service providers?
And we've been shown
You don't
time and
think the
time again
Navy
that
go
they
through
keep losing,
attacks?
and we keep seeing time and time again that they keep losing billions of dollars to hackers and shit like that all the fucking time.
But I took,
This is not a safe way to run a business. And it's gonna fucking a lot of these massive businesses, that's what I predict for the next decade. In the next decade, I predict that a lot of these big ass businesses that have been around since forever, if they start leaning too much into the AI shit, too much into the tech shit, it's gonna fucking end them.
Mm.
That's what my hot take is.
but you don't understand what the actual like war is like. It's like you want to be ignorant to it, or you just go ahead and fucking you have to because if not, you're gonna be left behind. You got to adapt to it. So it's something that they're gonna probably take in because they already see a different nation taking it in and probably most likely striving off of it or even using it in like a malicious way. So it's like you have to adapt or else you're gonna get got. And if America is the strongest nation, we would have to continue to adapt and continue to use those sources, no matter if people are going to use this maliciously or not.
See,
That's why
but
we have internet, we have black market and all that
yeah,
stuff.
but
But we also have Amazon.
you're jumping from one thing to the other. You're jumping from a business to a country.
Bro, businesses go through attacks all the time, but they still like our cybersecurity is pretty decent. Like there's different data, but you can have multiple computers and servers in one computer, bro.
Yes.
So it's like if one system goes down, there's a backup, and there's probably more backups to come. There's a lot. There's imaging, there's re-imaging, there's provisioning, there's back let's call it snapshots where you go back to the certain memory.
You
There's a
gotta
lot
watch
with.
Zero Day,
Yeah, I will.
like ASAP.
Yeah, well, right, because your take on that would be different, I think.
What has to do with it?
Yeah,
Zero
Uh,
Day, Zero Day is
about the
exactly
black
what I keep telling you
attack.
is bound to happen
uh,
at some point, and that's just humans doing that.
Right.
Right.
So imagine when AI gets smart.
So imagine when it becomes something that you can't control, like a fucking wildfire that we've been seeing time and time again. Especially
right.
that's another thing. If you're running AI off of thousands of computers and you're fucking using up energy at a level that humanity has never used before, I predict that a lot more wildfires, a lot more fucking catastrophes, natural disasters are gonna happen, and that's something that humans can't control.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not agreeing that I agree with this shit. I mean, it's against the Bible, right? I'm old school. My mom had me read the Bible in Spanish when I was a kid, so I'm for the old ways. But yeah, I mean, you say what I'm saying here is that it's not impossible. That's all I'm saying. But I don't agree to it.
I just think at some point, I think we're gonna have to realize that we're not going down the right path.
Nasty Nate. Oh my bad.
Hey.
Well, how you think people felt when they already started getting technology that
Yo,
pe-
one time I was talking to Derek, and Derek said something about why he always carries cash. Now,
Yeah.
part of that is because
cash
he's
is
old.
king. I always carry cash too.
Part of that is because Derek is old as shit.
It is old.
But
It is old
another
school. It is.
another thing, imagine you're somewhere in a foreign country somewhere, or a fucking even not even a foreign country. You're just out of state somewhere, like a
Out of
far
state.
country,
Yeah, don't even gotta be out of country. And I'm
and
gonna attest to it. I'm
you're
gonna
on
pay
the
you back.
way. You're trying to come back home. And much like what's happening in Newark right now, see, everything that's happening right now is just a foresight of what's going to happen in the future to me.
Mm.
It's a
Everything that's
soft
happening in
launch.
Newark Airport right now. Take Newark Airport. You're from California. You come to New York. You take Newark Airport to get here to Cali. Here to and back from Cali. Newark Airport is going through a bunch of shit now. They're understaffed. They're having outages. All kinds of shit. You need one blackout like Zero Day, one blackout like we had back in '04, '05, whenever that was, that the whole East Coast was out of power.
Mm-hmm.
And you are now somebody who runs with Apple Pay,
Right, right,
runs off of fucking credit cards and debit cards.
right.
None of that shit works.
Well, let me
When
attest to
there's
what.
no energy, when there's no power, you have no money. You're asked out. You can't
Let
get
me.
a hotel. You can't rent a car. You can't get on a plane. How the fuck do you get home now?
Yeah, let me attest to what you're saying as well, because you're talking to the extreme of it, but it could be as simple
And
as
that,
this.
and I'm only talking about one person though. I'm not talking to an extreme.
Yeah.
I'm only using one
Uh,
person as an example. We're talking about millions of people going through this at the same time. It only takes one power outage.
yeah. It's like if there's a hurricane or a catastrophe or whatever, and
And whether yeah, but
the power goes out in a city.
whether that be through some kind of cyber warfare, or whether that be through a natural disaster, I believe that will happen at some point.
You know what's funny? Yeah, absolutely, I agree. But you know what's funny? My mom was like, I told her, I was like, yeah, I got like 4 or 5 bank accounts. She's like, what? Why? Because once upon a time, like I was in the Navy and I traveled a little bit. My bank, sometimes I didn't have no service when I was out on sea. So I would use my card. And next thing you know, like, oh, you use your card in Greece. Now you also use it in Spain. And a couple days later, what is going on? They're going to fucking cancel that shit or put a hold on it. And now you got to call them when nigga don't got service. So that's when cash comes in. And this happens to me even in the States. Like, where I'm in Florida. Next thing you know, I'm in Virginia. Oh, boom! I try to go for a transaction. Boom, cancel my shit. Now I'm
Or
in.
that fraud protection shit.
Let's
Your
say
card
I'm.
now because it's in a different state. Like, yo, this nigga live in
Yeah,
Florida. What you doing swiping
Cat
in fucking
Cash is just
Boston?
Cash is
yeah.
Cash
And
is
I used
more
to move around
convenient.
like that, so it's like
More
that shit sucks. The inconvenience. That's what you gotta. And let's say your phone is dead, and you're in Virginia. You don't even know your way around, and now none of your card, your one card, your one debit card is not working. That's why I'm using several.
Nigga,
Yeah.
we be fucked right now if you lost all your contacts in your fucking phone.
Right.
Try to call somebody.
right,
Right.
right. I
Good
think
thing you
about that
have.
all the time. That's why I can't go to jail because they'll not be there forever.
I'm
Well,
dead.
good thing we have applications and shit like Instagram, social media. But other than that, yeah.
Yo, I promise you, my grandmother, she died when she was 90. She dead ass can remember at least 25, maybe 30 phone numbers off the top of her fucking head. That shit used to
I
drive. I
remember.
used to be
I
like, yo,
remember we
that's
used to
My
crazy.
grandma was like that.
young, like high school.
I moved around so much.
They used to
Like, some people they lived in the same house, had the
Forever, so
same
they had the
phone
same
number
number
their
forever.
whole life and shit.
Yeah, I had the same phone number since I was 8. I got this number since I was 20. For 20 years now.
Okay.
I remember I talked somebody into at a Shurion
Damn.
job we worked together. I talked somebody into changing their house phone into a cell phone number so they could still keep the number because they was like, I don't want to get rid of the number. This was my mom's number, blah blah. I was like, you could transfer the number to a cell phone. She was like, I can't.
Right. It's called porting. Yeah, they can port that shit. I
She
do
was
it all the
like, she
time.
thought she was going to lose it. I was like, nah, put that shit on the cell phone, keep it.
Yeah, man. Cyber security is huge, man.
It's scary, yo. It's scary as hell,
Yeah.
man. I think the movies accompanied with what the fuck is going on right now in the world, especially we like shit here at home. In Jersey, we seen nothing but a
Yeah.
bunch of fucking issues we've been having with infrastructure, with tech, whatever the case is. The way society is ran right now, I think we're headed towards a very dangerous direction.
Yeah, if technology gets in the wrong hands, period, bro.
We're trying to go to a world where it's even more dependent on tech.
Exactly.
I definitely agree with that shit. Yo, this happened to me like, I don't know, sometime last year. Something was going on with my phone and I didn't have a phone for like a couple days or whatever. I had to wait for the other one to come. Yo, I was so lost. Like,
And it's whack.
it's so much shit that we end up doing on our phone that we do subconsciously at this point because it's so much of a habit that, like, bro, I got in the car and I forgot where I was going, but mind you, I knew where I was going, but I'm so used to using the GPS that like it threw me off. I was just like, this is crazy. Like if I was in an emergency, there's no more payphones that I could call somebody and be like, yo, I need help or whatever the case may be. Like if you don't have a cell phone, you're kind of fucked. They did that shit
They
on
made it,
purpose.
yeah, so you need it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody should.
They made banks so you got to put money in it because you got to pay bills through it. Like you
I
don't
think
And
everybody should
online
have some
banking and
kind
before you
shit.
could just keep your
some kind
cash.
of contingency
I
plan
mean, pay the
towards where, in the event that we have some kind of technological issues going on in society, that you'll be alright.
Right, you don't
Like,
have to communicate with your loved ones, especially somebody like me who got people all over the place. Like,
you can't be too dependent on one way of doing things. I think for the people who are traveling to and from New York using the train, that's great for whatever it helps you for whatever way, but there has to be another way. You have to have a car or somebody else's car that you can use that they
right.
you
carpool,
like you have to have a plan
A
to where,
backup. A
yeah,
backup.
like
You can't just have that as your only.
if you're
You can't put
always
all your
running
eggs in that basket. Yeah.
if you're always running on fucking debit cards and credit cards or whatever, I think you should have some cash stowed away at home in a fucking safe somewhere, some in your wallet to get you through the day. Like I think some things have to be planned out ahead of time, just in case, because you just never know.
yeah.
Right. Nah, you're right, bro. I always think about that though. Like, if the grid ever shuts down, bro, what's a lot of motherfuckers are gonna kill themselves.
If
But
your car breaks down, how do you get to work the next that week? Like it's certain shit like that that you just people I don't think plan ahead for those things.
they don't.
They living day by day
Yeah.
because, and that's part of the whole mindset too, to keep you so distracted either through the internet, through your job, through your struggle, all of that
Your
shit of
social
what's
life,
really
whatever.
fucking going on in real life. Like it's really it's
Well,
very
the way
good that
the
you
way
watch
I
it.
think that's all by design. That no, that most people don't
It's
have.
mental slavery. We're not slaves anymore in the sense of, you know what I'm
Physical,
saying, like
physical
No, it's
slavery.
financial.
free labor and
It's
shit. But
financial.
yeah, it's
Financial
This
in the
country,
mental
sense.
this
slavery though.
country's set up in a way where they try to keep you in debt one way or the other. So if your car breaks down and you never even put any mind to it, I think that's by design. And what they're hoping on is, it's like with the gyms, right? Like the gym memberships, they say most gyms run off of people paying the fucking gym membership and never showing up.
Right.
I think it's the same thing. I think the whole country is designed that way, where you're not even thinking about your car breaking down, and they're banking on the day it does break down that you have to run on some emergency shit and take out the loan that's fucking 30% interest to go get a
Right.
new car. Like,
35 APR.
and then they keep you in a situation where you have to continue to work. You can't think for yourself. You can't do no side projects.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to pay off all these fucking bills.
Well, the way to get you and get extra from you is if you actually have them get in. You have people and Americans get into subscriptions now and contracts
Yeah,
where
that's
they
a new
can.
way. That's a new.
So you even have it in car washes. Oh yeah, it's $30 for a car wash, but if you subscribe, it's $50 a month. Man, I ain't about to
Right, right,
pull
right.
up.
I've seen that too. I've seen that thing too.
Yeah,
What happens in the month of May when it fucking rains all the entire fucking month and you're paying for the fucking subscription?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I think the subscription thing is a great example of that. But yeah, I do think some traditional ways of doing things have to be kept just as contingency. Like they took away all the payphones now.
Yeah, to me was crazy.
yeah, they
Yo, I
did.
grew
Yeah.
up with payphones.
Oh yeah, where you from?
I remember there used to be one down the block, and I was like, oh shit, they took that shit away. What the fuck?
Crazy.
But niggas used to vandalize that shit, so I used to be like, nah, fuck that shit.
The payphone was like the emergency phone. You don't have that no more.
Shit, I think me and OZ are old enough to remember these things, but like
You
your
didn't
kids
use it like
probably.
we did.
Yeah, y'all was young. Y'all ain't use it like we was.
I'm sure y'all kids don't know what it's like to be sent to the store to go get some stamps
Nah.
for to fucking send a letter out or whatever the case is.
Let me attest real quick, and not even like buying the $5 or the $2 little phone call, pay phones, whatever the shit's the card was, so you could call internationally. And I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that,
Yeah.
and I remember that my sister started becoming with that cusp of that new generation, because I started seeing that YN shit early when I was young. Because my mom sent me to the store, I come back for the change. Motherfuckers ain't conning me, and that's a fact. And I'm using the leftover change and giving me a Snicker bar. But I sent my mom sent my little sister. Yeah, you ain't getting your money back. That's a fact. And that's that's that like it's like motherfuckers didn't know how to count quarters and dimes and how to tell the clock and time and shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, you
That
know what I'm
that
saying? It
generation.
started becoming digital clocks. So you motherfucker
Yeah,
I
that
remember I
generation.
remember I remember I was so smart and hip off shit that they used to be a small hand and the big hand on the clock, and then you got the little red clock, the red hand,
Right.
which signifies the seconds.
The
I
yellow
remember
pages.
I
The yellow
remember
page.
the yellow. Hold on, I remember I was so hip in fourth grade. I used to tell niggas, yo, it's the bell about to ring for lunch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they be like, yo, how you do that? How you know? You slow ass motherfuckers ain't know about the red hand. I was a hip ass nigga. My Spanish teacher made me in fourth grade made me quiz all the kids on the capital of every country overseas and shit. Yeah,
Kids.
we the cutoff. I
Everybody.
think class of 2016 was literally it. A
Yeah, I
little
think.
bit, a little bit of 17 too. Once it got to 18, 19, especially COVID, yeah.
Yeah,
Them COVID graduates, them motherfuckers.
Yo,
yeah.
I feel
They don't
so
know.
sorry for my son. Like I dead ass was thinking about this shit the
Yo,
other day.
Oh,
My
you're
oldest
dead
son
ass.
is
You're dead ass
class of
getting abducted by
2020.
aliens right
yo,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Nigga
You sound crazy,
didn't
man.
have prom. He didn't
Still going to.
have
You still going
graduation,
too? Oh my god,
Like the
and then he
aliens
had a
really
baby.
abducting the shit
Jesus.
out of them right now.
She don't even hear that we say anything
What you
too. That's
say,
funny.
motherfucker? What you say, bitch? What you say?
What you
What
said,
you
nigga? You
said?
sound like you was getting
Now I'm fucking
abducted.
hoarse. Now I'm up. Now I'm up. I was tired, but you know what? I'm up now.
You sounded like.
All right, like I was saying, when I was talking about my son. First of all, I know he ain't talking Mr. Florida motherfucking Wi-Fi
My
fucking up in the middle of your conversation. Shut the fuck up.
my
I'm telling you, hey, you should leave that in the pod, bro. Don't cut that off so she can hear it.
Yo, you're an asshole.
That shit sounded crazy.
feel bad. she
That was
she
probably
sound
like the.
she sound like OZ when I was off the lean.
I'm dead. That was probably some of the little previews of the movies they uploaded and shit.
That nigga said
Eh,
I sound like OC when he was on the lead, bro. I hate you. I fucking hate you. All right, like I was saying, I said I feel bad for my oldest child because he's a 2020 graduate, but
I hope
everything was fucked
yeah.
up.
Just
No
say
prom,
COVID.
no fucking high school graduation, and then had a baby, and now you're an adult. Like that's fucked up.
Oh shit! So it's just like my little sister, huh?
Just straight into adulthood.
Oh, and that's why I'm trying to like fly my sister out, have an experience,
And
and see more.
not for nothing though. Them kids was fucking.
Yo, they was. What else was there to do?
Nah,
The
your
world
parents
is
at
shut
work.
down.
Your parents at work and y'all can't go to school. That's
Or
They
we doing it
they was
remotely? The
lit.
fuck?
They was lit. They was lit, bro. I wish. You remember them
Fuck
snow
you.
days, nigga? Shit,
Not them
most
snow
of them.
days. That's some up north shit. You trying to
bro,
get
that shit was
snowed in
lit.
with me, baby? It's a blizzard coming. Come over here. Get a bottle.
Hey, I lost my virginity to one of them days. You heard?
I cannot.
It's a fact, yo. I said,
Outside in the
ooh,
spring.
my mom thing is school today.
Shit,
I'm about to
sunglasses
sneak my
on.
ass in the shorty crib because her mom ain't home neither. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm cracking that.
I can't. He walking around the house in her daddy robe and shit all day.
Yo, we got walked in though. Damn, how you know that? We got walked in.
That's crazy.
That's a story to tell. That's funny.
Shit.
But it wasn't a father or mother, it was a sister.
What else we got?
These nuts? Oh my bad.
Montel Jordan says he finally recouped from Def Jam 29 years after his original release.
This is
Due
how we
to
do
Drake,
it.
due to Drake sampling Daddy's Home.
Wait,
Yo,
daddy's home?
he ain't never get his money for This Is How We Do It, yo. Yeah.
Yo, they still play This Is How We Do It at every white people's party.
They
That's crazy as
do.
fuck. They man all these fucking years.
Word, that shit.
He still recording. Fucking performing that shit live.
Ironically,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
he's right. They do
They
still
did that
play
nigga
that
dirty.
shit, yo.
They
Like,
They
did
did
him dirty, yo. That's
they
the
did that
biggest.
nigga greasy, yo.
That was one of the
came
biggest
out
hits.
in '94, bro. I remember I was in middle school, nigga. Like,
If that shit was happening to me, I would not be performing that shit. I said, fuck all y'all niggas.
He
Unless you
trying to
getting
get all
paid.
his coin. He like Mary J right now. That bitch up there performing looking hurt, nigga. She's
Right.
like, I need this coin though. My knees is killing me, but I'm gonna hit that dance. Real love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I would hate. I think that is like my pride would not let me do it. The fact that I'm this old, still performing this fucking song, I can't even do the dance moves no more. I'm gonna sit my
Well, you
ass
shitted
down.
on T.I. You shitted on T.I. when he tried to tell you he's quitting performing.
Man, fuck Ti. He got that little $10 million. He was like, "Yeah, I don't think I need to perform for you niggas anymore."
And, and you were right because he went on to perform.
Thank you. Told you.
what do you perform on? He perform?
Yeah, T.I. was performing recently and he jumped off the stage to go fuck somebody up over Tiny.
And body built
Damn,
bitch.
he still trying to fight over her fucking.
One thing that he's gonna do is fight over Tiny. So that's one thing that we've been told.
That's wild.
Nobody cleared it with me, so I didn't know. So it was a wild surprise. The content in the song with the language and stuff like that is stuff that it's not on brand for me, but it's on brand for him. Yeah. And it advanced the publishing of the original song more, right, which allowed me to recoup faster. Right. So literally, when after Certified Lover Boy dropped, my recoupment of my publishing and royalties literally I finally recouped with Def Jam after 28 years.
Wow. 28 years.
It's really 20.
Wow. So kind of thank you, Drake, but also let me know next time before you use it. But thank you still.
It's like, thanks.
That's crazy.
If you help me recoup after 29 years and the only thing that wasn't done was let me know that you're gonna sample my song, I don't give a fuck.
Man, I wouldn't
I
have
was
gave.
gonna
I
say
wouldn't have
Drake
gave.
is the man right
I
now.
wouldn't have gave a shit about none of that.
Yeah, have a blast with that sample.
I wouldn't have gave a shit about none of that. I about to say I give you a few more samples.
And you're probably making even more. You're finally making money off of the fucking sample now.
Right, so shut up.
Yeah, that's all I got. There's a new poll piece
Ain't nothing.
American. Micaela got some
Ain't nothing.
conspiracy theories on it. I think we're all gonna die. I don't know what else to say.
I can't. I think we're all gonna
That
die.
nigga said, I think we're all gonna die, yo. You're dumb, yo. Everybody quiet.
He's a Villanova graduate, much like the Villanova Knicks. And on that note, fuck Boston in 5. We're out here.
This nigga's dumb.
That was a nice segue. I like
I'm
it.
even gonna win 4
And then we're
straight.
gonna have a wolf at the
We're looking
end.
for the ending. There you go.
Peace out, y'all.
We
Well,
gonna
Happy Sunday.
if you love a chick,
everybody have a great happy Mother's
Happy
Day.
happy
Mother's
Mother's Day,
Day.
Happy
world.
Mother's Day to all the single fathers out there, with some deadbeat moms.
But if you really love a chick, you gonna cry, nigga.
I
With
can't.
some deadbeat
And then we're gonna have a wolf at the end. Ooh, that would be